We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Root Winter Tournament, Round 2, Game 1 of the winner's bracket. My name is Guerric. This is Lily.
Hello.
Our players today are ETO,
Morning.
MagicZamboni,
Hello, world.
Levi,
Hello.
and Charoscu.
Hello.
Thank you so much, everybody. You know where to find me if you need me, so good luck, have fun, and I will let you get started.
Lake map.
All right, we're gaming.
This is a very interesting mix of factions because half of them want to race and then everyone else wants to go really, really slow.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Lake map.
Yes!
Fun.
I knew winter was out of the equation, so lake was the best choice, second best choice.
Lake. Best time to go fishing.
I don't know if winter was the best choice, but lake was up there.
Real quick, Cleomoto, thank you so much for the 4 months resub. Over the Moro, thank you so much for the 16 months resub. I appreciate that so much, everybody. Thank you.
Speaking first, I just need to think about.
You okay?
Yeah. Something Who would you pick in this? I think Erie is probably the most tried and true. Woodland Alliance might have a little bit more trouble on the lake map.
Lake map's funny because
But
the logic for so long was that it's also bad for Woodland Alliance along with Winter. And then we did 2 tournaments where Woodland Alliance were fine on lake map.
that's true. Don't tell Waterman that.
Nice.
Okay, Keepers in Iron.
To the alliance win rate, so
You know, that's fair. Woodland Alliance currently does have the highest win rate.
I guess. I'll put one relic here and then I'll go around.
Oh, Johnny Spud.
Johnny Spud, thank you so much for these 7 months. It is in fact round 2 time.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but
I
sorry.
do love me some round 2.
It's okay.
So getting Keeper's first pick on lake map is pretty sweet because they there we go. Because they are very setup dependent on this map.
Mm-hmm.
Their game plan almost always revolves around clearing 7 here in some way because this is connected to 3 forests and you can usually stack it so there's 2 relics in all 3 of these.
That being said, this spread of clearings sucks.
So
It kind of does. It kind of does.
There's not a lot of clumping going on, actually. This is one of the most diverse maps I've seen
Yeah, one of the more balanced ones.
in the randomizer.
gonna steal the boat. And
3-9 is a good 2
But there's that's the only 2 clearings that are adjacent to each other.
of the
which
same
is-
suit, yeah.
Of the same suit, which is actually extremely impressive.
Yeah.
This feels like a more rare occurrence, typically speaking.
You could kind of go for 7-4-1. It's a little spread out.
Okay, so we're starting. We want to.
We can maybe get the fairy, which gives us a card, which is huge.
As player 4, I'm not sure if we'll. Okay, so we might be going for the 3-9
What?
clearing.
so here.
I think that makes sense.
Put one
Wet autumn map
Here.
converter.
I think 3-9 makes sense for getting our early games started, and then we can try to transition up to 7.
Mm-hmm.
and here.
Although
That's my setup.
I will say this coastal forest is an interesting choice.
It is.
Also worth noting
I mean,
is that
we can reach it from 1, so that might be why.
also worth mentioning, none of our double relic forests ended up being particularly great for us. They're all different from each other.
Yes. But none of them are really in that northeastern clearing either, so you don't necessarily 7 may not become a pinch point as
Sure.
much as it could have been.
It's true.
Alliance could be
Should
good.
update the overlay.
So I think I'm gonna go with Corvid.
Ooh.
Ooh, third seat Corvid, potentially.
What an... Everyone running off to make coffee. Over the World, thank you so much for the 300 bits.
Yeah,
That's very kind.
go with Corvid.
Wow.
Corvid's very interesting pick. Not... This is a faction pool of strong factions, and Corvids are not typically considered one of them.
My question is, what's our hand then?
Yeah.
I think the hand's gonna have might have a big sway in this pick.
Yeah.
This is interesting because we got one of the racing factions and one of the very much not racing factions.
Well, Corvids want to be a racing faction. They're just
not.
They're good at their scoring is good for it, but the rest of their game plan isn't. I don't know if Levi is aware of the hidden zone.
The tiny hidden zone.
We're playing the cup and ball game with all these.
Now I want a TTS cup object that I can put my plots underneath. For all those times I play Corvids.
We have a lot of freedom of where we could set up.
It's true. I will say one thing nice about this spread of clearings is that you're going to be everywhere on the map whenever you...
That's actually kind of bad, though. Corvids are one of the factions that likes clustered clearing suits.
Oh, that's fair. I guess it depends on how much you want to get in other people's way.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't. Because they're Corvids.
Good point. Okay, so it looks like we're setting up 2 as our home clearing, and then we're doing our second recruit there.
We maybe are going to go for a, like, stay on the fringes sort of strat.
Mm-hmm.
Hang out in a couple corners that are not necessarily in the way.
Although going to 2 is a little bit risky just because we know Keepers wants to go into that area because we've got 2 double relic clearings.
Yeah, but they could also go to 10.
That's true.
And that's my point. It's the same thing with 4 or
well,
6.
I mean, so when you go to surrounding clearings, there's one triangulated between 10, 2, and 7.
It's true.
And then you might as well take care of 10, 2, and 8 while you're at that because you've already got 10 and 2.
I think the more...
So all you coffee drinkers.
so to speak, I think the more damning thing for 2 is that it's a mouse suit,
Yes.
which are the 2 clearing suits that
That's my setup.
Badger's set up in.
Awesome.
I would definitely agree.
Wow, this is a pretty good selection here. ETO, I think you're gonna... I don't know, for a first seat, this isn't too bad.
Dan's, I almost certainly prefer all of them together. I think this is a really interesting choice, the way that Charoscu split them up. I don't know the logic of it yet.
Oh, because I guess you could have had all of them touching clearing 10.
Yeah. Johnny Spud, does picking Crows now make picking Eerie easier for God of War? Certainly it does. Certainly.
Well, yeah, you definitely have the benefit of,
like I said,
placing yourself in a first battle position.
Yeah.
I enjoy playing them, but I just suck.
And we've left them for a better seat now. So, like, the Corvid pick was...
MagicZamboni, not confident in Eerie game. Just saying.
You gonna leave Eerie to first seat? That'd be horrifying.
I mean, there's a chance at first he's picking between Woodland Alliance and Eerie. And just as a fun fact, they're at the top of the round 2 map because they were the top 2 factions from last round. Just saying. I might have arranged the factions by their ranking.
On the calendar?
On the map.
On the calendar?
On the calendar, yeah. Map, calendar, whatever, same difference. You know what I meant!
Thanks, Clarion.
Wow.
I know, right? I can't even believe it myself.
This is amazing!
And thought about it for a second.
This is not the game I expected.
Well, this is really interesting because it makes one of the top 2 factions have to go on unchosen.
Right. That goes to first seed. Jesus.
You never lost faith more. I saw you.
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
GG's.
I mean, I don't know what I'm doing with that, but
Oh, that's a ruin.
slot. You might still want to wrench in that one.
everyone
That's an easily
Yeah.
forgettable one.
heat seek for this man.
I just want to see a brawl between badgers and birds. That's all I want.
Yeah, I kind of have to take birds because if no one takes birds, badgers just
You didn't mention it in your
run free and
speech,
clear, I
so.
feel like.
Well, they said they didn't need it.
Badgers are getting this whatchamacallit, raft as is.
Yes, they are with that lizard setup. Surprised
Yeah,
Corvids
that's
didn't put
what
a warrior down there
You can always
That's true.
recruit into it.
from there.
I go third, so I figured I wasn't going to get it.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't really want to be on the doorstep of the Badgers, immediately at least.
So I will say this is
You can't set up in one anyway. Lizards can't.
a solid
It's into their homeland.
spot for lizards to
Absolutely.
be because this is a 2-slot fox clearing.
Yep.
It's adjacent to a 2-slot mouse clearing. It's adjacent to a 2-slot rabbit clearing.
Yeah.
And if you
This is where we want to be on the map as lizards.
Let's see here.
But as Badgers, I'd be sweating a little bit just because
You have to be up there.
that's one of my 2-slot clearings next to it. And
Yeah.
gardens are not my friend.
Right.
Fox guard.
And that's sort of another reason why we probably didn't want to put this relic here while lizards were in the draft. Because lizards don't want to be over on this side of the map for the most part. They go to 10 sometimes, but you can work around that.
Gardens,
Here we go.
outcast on its
Thank you, Moro.
on any space.
I'm rusty. It's been a while.
So I get to choose the outcast, huh? It's been a while since I've had to think about this carefully.
I will say I don't think I fully registered
To go
the
hated,
the interesting relationship between the Lost Souls and the Corvids always having to spend
Also,
cards
you
every
need to
turn.
Probably
pick
will.
lizards in the adjacent clearings, one in each.
Yeah, that's where I got the number 3 from, not in my acolytes box.
I'll remind them about the ruin in a minute.
Clearings. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They were too concerned with coffee, so they just assumed it was another coffee message.
I think we'll do hated fox. I don't
Well, not hated fox, but fox outcast. Try for that turn 1 crafting most likely.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's safer to craft a sword in this
Or
environment.
not hated fox. You guys know what I mean, though.
Yeah, I don't see any juicy. Then again, it could be for a crusade. We could be
for
trying to crusade from 5 to 11 or 5 to 1,
This
which
is
also I support.
both potential options.
All right, you finished up.
I did.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll go birds.
Yeah.
And the top number 1 seat
I think I can.
is unpicked for the first game. I love it.
We haven't chosen it yet. We could.
Me, I guess.
Could I just? Yeah, I'm going birds.
Going birds.
I don't like WA on lake map, even though there's a good suit distribution.
Wooden Alliance unchosen for what, the second time this tournament?
Getting the WA
Yeah,
to
that's
be
correct.
unpicked is an achievement in itself, guys. Well done.
That is an achievement. That is not a lie right there.
That's the Breakfast Club right there. We
Oh no, I did not. ETO's a superpower to draw bird cards apparently.
we're playing Root in 2024, baby.
It's gonna be interesting. Starting in 6.
Okay, that should be my setup.
Yeah, that's where we can start. That's where we get to start.
We did it.
Drafting or right?
Yep, let's go to draft.
Real quick, everyone, I'm gonna intervene and point out lizards put a garden on a ruin slot.
And I knew it. I knew that rule too. I mean, thank you, Guerric.
ETO draws like 10 bird cards per game on average. Wow. That is certainly a superpower. Everyone's returned cards.
When on stream, my maximum brain capacity is decreased by 25%.
We have not technically returned cards as lizards.
Yeah, they're sitting there, but they're not in the deck.
The deck. You said a deck.
I think I said the deck.
Eh.
Okay.
I will say the Corvid plots are starting to bother me.
Are
I don't
we
like seeing them.
Waiting on anything? Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh yeah, everyone's drafted. Sorry.
Discard.
Yep.
Sorry.
Shuffled. All right.
Hit it.
Hitting the start.
Good luck, everyone. Have fun.
Good luck.
Here we go. Off to the races.
Good luck to you all. Good luck to me.
All right. Make sure I don't miss anything. It's early still. Add 1 or 2 to the decree.
Or we got 1 bird card. We got a not bird card. Ooh, locking up that Fox dominance.
Locking up Fox Dom,
The
getting
lizards are crying.
and getting our turn 1 build. Like this, we're not even. I mean, this is expected given how
We technically don't have to move to. We don't have to move to battle either.
Recruit.
we don't. But yeah, this is not surprising, but this is concerning. This is everything we were afraid of leaving Erie to seat 1. Is that they get to go God of War with a build on turn 1, so they're not even off tempo.
Lizards that get pinched now, huh? Is that the way
No,
it is?
see, I feel like keepers have to
And a cat.
3 mouse clearings. They're going to want to come this way. So I just want to make it a little more difficult for them to control that,
You got what you deserved.
at least early game. All right, and then I'm going to we'll leave 1 more behind, and then we will battle the crow.
Go ahead.
Round.
1-0.
She's called it a surgical strike.
Yes.
Yes.
Build an 11. 1 point, 1 card. Oh, gotta remember to use the.
Can I help you, cat? All right, very solid turn 1, Aziri. Nothing
Very
to complain
solid
about there.
dude.
Right on script.
Hated. So there we go. Just click it. Cool.
We do have Hated Fox, which we wanted.
No lost souls. I don't know that I'm gonna do any conspiracies.
Okay, so the plan was either not the Crusade that we talked about, or we changed our mind after Erie moved in here. One of the two.
But
I will say this is the only 2-slot mouse clearing on the map.
think
So if we staked our opening hand on mouse in any way, that puts us in a bad way. Yeah, Dan's exactly.
build and
We do have the sword, so we can, in fact.
recruit in mouse.
Yeah, we could craft the swords. This is a mouse card, though.
I didn't really have the greatest lizard hand.
Why did we go lizard?
We weren't confident in Erie.
Could have gotten Wooden Alliance.
Interesting.
As ETO mentioned, this is a good distribution for Wooden Alliance because there's no clustering. It's very balanced.
It's true.
I guess I'm gonna just recruit.
I mean, the lake map. To ETO's point, the lake map distribution, the lake map layout of clearings and paths is a little awkward for Wooden Alliance.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate
Return cards to hand.
crafting the sword since we weren't able to score this turn. We're not losing 2 cards.
Not craft.
But it means we're down 1 card, and being down even just 1 card can suck for lizards, particularly
We're
when
not
it's.
crafting.
My turn.
I think that's fine.
I think it's a choice. I think either way would have been fine.
I think if we had a stronger turn
Okay,
1,
we are crafting tea.
I think I know why we picked Corbin's.
Now what? Now we craft. Oh, we can't craft anymore.
Dan's. I was mentioning this at the very start. You would think Wooden Alliance gets stuck in the choke points more than they do. In practice, Wooden Alliance actually fares pretty well on Lake Map. They've had a good performance on this map despite the conventional wisdom. But they do sometimes get stuck on the choke points. Particularly 7 can end up blocking a Wooden Alliance spread.
She's like, why are you talking so much? You don't only talk.
Okay.
So we do say the second dominance card, and it is hitting the Lost Souls.
Which suit was it?
It was
Mouse.
Mouse. We use it to recruit.
Yeah, Wooden Alliance end up on 8 a lot, and then spreading to 2, 10, 3. Like, this tends to be their area on this map. Which ends up being fine. Like, if you're giving Wooden Alliance, 4, 5, 6 clearings kind of to their own, you're giving them a lot of clearings.
Yes.
At that point, you're not quarantining them. You're just giving them half the map.
If you give them half the map, and then block them off from the other half, and then don't do anything about that half the map, they still get pretty stuck.
Yeah. But the key thing is, in order to be blocking half the map, that means that people are usually committing to 7-9 or 7-1, whatever, 7-3. And Wooden Alliance can then spread into that repeatedly because you're gonna put down a sympathy, people remove it. Put down a sympathy, people remove it.
That's fair. Well, what's actually interesting here is if you set up an 8, 1 and 7 are all same suit. So you don't even have to worry about a revolt if you had this set up an 8.
It's true. Worth pointing out, the Corvid flip was an extort. Not surprising, gets our card draw.
I'm shocked.
Surprising to Lily.
My whole worldview has changed drastically.
That plot in
Alright.
4 might be a little ambitious.
A little ambitious, but hey.
I think it's sticking to what we talked about, just trying to stay out of the way and put down plots. It's
In
just
corners.
Some camping.
God of War might see it as a point that also keeps their warrior count down a little bit.
That's true, because it's a guaranteed hit against us.
Yeah, Corvids are actually low-key great for consistency of a God of War strat, because Embedded Agents is a guaranteed hit against you. It's another one of those indictments against Corvids, where it's like, hey, my punitive mechanism for attacking me, my defending mechanism is actually good for you.
Recruiting. I am.
Very fascinating. I wasn't expecting a jewelry way station down in 9.
That is interesting.
And then we put a tablet in 3.
One move.
The tablet kind of makes sense because there's tablet here, but
Delving.
the jewelry's over here.
Actually, am I?
You're gonna battle the no-score lizards? Is that how it's gonna be?
No. Then you just spend your acolytes to convert my stuff because apparently I'm the biggest.
So I think I would have preferred to see a move from 9 to 12, just like moving one guy, and then doing a battle in 3, so we could battle safely, and potentially recruit.
I mean,
recover safely.
That would be the on-script turn 1, for
That's
sure.
true. I do like scripts.
Okay.
Would we battle 3?
I have no idea.
Yep.
Think
Yeah,
so.
battle 3.
Delving. And then I am using the move recover to.
We're taking the ferry.
Okay, I like this too. I accept this one as well.
This is unconventional, but it's unconventional in a cool way. And again, that card draw is really good for keepers.
I will say that also,
Badger here. Draw a card.
there was a chance that even if we recovered that relic, it would be a 3, and we
Yeah.
wouldn't want to recover it this early.
And then
So the card is honestly maybe a bit better.
Yeah, I'm fine not delving there. I want to be
It's
clear.
an extra action for the first turn, which is amazing, potentially.
No, I think this is a really solid turn 1 that focuses on engine building over any type of scoring tempo. And I think that's perfectly fine because scoring tempo is not the weakness of keepers as a faction.
It's fair.
There were some good questions.
Ooh, mouse and recover. Love it.
the other
I
degree.
have notifications, they're important.
And draw 3 cards.
Somebody butt dialed me. Some good questions were in chat. With this kind of faction mix, do you think you can somewhat leave relics on the maps early on since you're not bashing with Eerie yet? I do think that's probably a valid course of action, particularly in turn 1 to 2, where Eerie can't reach you yet. You can keep a good eye on what lizards are capable of doing to you, and Corvids don't have a critical mass of warriors to come after you. You can probably leave some relics on the far side of the map and not be punished for it. Switchfang asking, would God of War need a lot of battle in this faction mix? That depends a lot on
Crafted false orders.
how much people gum up this map. If this map gets really gummy and really dense with warriors, they might have to battle a little more to ensure that they can go around and do what they need to do. But this could also end up being a low battle game where Eerie focuses more on outruling and plopping down a roost and then maybe abandoning it or lightly defending it.
This way.
Okay, so looks like the plot in 4 is not getting
And battle
um,
the crows.
attacked.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's one little suicide bomber.
Erie has not rolled
Couldn't
a
even
non-zero.
take care of himself. All right.
I think we wanted that guy to die. But,
Yeah, suffering from success there. Yeah, to call it out though, because we were kind of talking over it, ETO crafted false orders, which is dynamite.
I missed it.
Dynamite.
That's especially... That's interesting. It's scary for lizards.
Scary for lizards. Good against corvids. Scary for keepers.
Potentially
It's-
scary for keepers too. Yeah, false orders is such a good card.
I mean, best card in the deck. We don't need to.
Still questioning why I chose that, but I don't know. Maybe it'll come in handy.
I should set this camera angle.
All right, so it's staying Fox for the hated
Conspiracies this turn.
We did not remember to discard the deck.
Attack the Badgers, but I don't really see that being very helpful to anybody. They haven't hurt me yet. All right.
Yeah, we do need to empty that Lost Souls.
Bend.
Oh,
Box card.
maybe now we'll notice. No, that's not where that goes.
Score.
That is the Fox travel gear.
We still could craft that sword if we wanted to, and now we're replenishing the cards.
Recruit.
Emptying the Lost Souls is one of those things that's so easy to forget, particularly if you're more used to playing digital, because it's one of those things that digital just automates for you.
I have a feeling the cards.
Badgers. I think you can probably tell I like this bunny clearing. So
Hi.
I can see that.
yeah, it's a good looking clearing, I'm thinking.
Wasn't there a player last year who was shuffling discard Dan on top of the Lost Souls?
There was.
yeah.
It was
well,
Fugless. Love him dearly.
There's
That's
more.
just a funny moment.
I want to be clear. There's lots of people who have done that, but Fugless had like a pathologic problem with doing it, where he would like
Put discard down on top of the Lost Souls every turn.
every turn.
It was kind of amazing. All right, so we're building up steam in clearing 1, a little in clearing loving, and then reinforcing clearing 5.
And putting down our second card in there, or we did that. We did that
did
first
that last turn.
So, yeah, but reinforcing it.
That's what I said.
Mhm.
I know how to talk. Yeah.
yeah, I'll recruit.
Okay, so we are starting to get a little momentum in 11 as well.
Now that Erie got their roost there, there's a chance that they abandon that clearing somewhat, or leave it lightly defended, and
Yeah.
we can move in. It might take the outcast lining up for us, but I've seen that type of play pay off. Yeah, Dan's. There's an argument.
Craft.
We are crafting the sword. There's an argument that Zamboni and Charoscu should be negotiating at the moment over clearing 1, and maybe they could strike a deal where Zamboni says, "Hey, Charoscu, if you come and take the 2 relics out of 1 ASAP,
Not scoring.
I will not get in your way, and then get out of there so I can take the clearing."
Where is Charoscu destined to battle?
Where what?
Where's the battle for the Badgers?
The Battle Dove column, you mean? Yeah. We have
Fox.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like this plan is very much not.
To say, like,
We cannot do it right now,
no,
obviously.
Badgers are bursty and you have to stop me and stuff. But if we don't do anything about the Eerie and start doing it soon, they will just steamroll through this game.
Very true.
Great to hear it coming up right now,
I'm the
too.
one who's been getting hit this game, so I'm trying to focus on my engine right now.
I wasn't saying
Also
like, that you have to
true.
do something now. I'm just trying to start the table talk of like keeping the balance of the game, because I know the Eerie will be coming for me.
Well, so what's interesting
down
is
so they can win, but if we don't work together and slow them down a little bit, at some point they will win.
I like it, Charoscu. That's why you're the president of the Breakfast Club. I don't like
Oh,
what
thank
you're
you.
talking about.
I didn't even
Killing me
know
while
that.
I'm gone.
Oh, were you gone?
The irony of this is that Charoscu is the only one for whom this is not breakfast, at the
This
moment.
is lunch club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were just talking behind your back.
So what's interesting about this is Erie is just, steady, tried and true.
Yeah.
And
Badgers want it to be slow-ish, but they're bursty. And then the other two just want it to be slow, period.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
So
This is the fact that Charoscu is speaking is not uncalculated or by chance. This is a race between keepers and Erie, between Charoscu and ETO. And Zamboni and Levi are the ones who need those two
And
choose
to slow each other down
Yeah.
so that Levi and Zamboni have a chance.
Yep, absolutely. I'm honestly curious to see if Corvids will potentially put pressure on Erie and try to maybe get them to migrate to the west, and Lizards kind of doing the same for Badgers in the south to get them to migrate to the west and just drive them into a corner with each other.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lizards themselves are kind of handling that, which is probably why we saw ETO do their last round the way they did, where they took, or the last 2 rounds, where they took 11 quickly and spread to 7.
however, you're gonna score your points if you need to.
Because it's a case of getting those before they get blocked out of them. And getting to 7 gets us access to the rest of the map before anything could
as
happen.
much as I can.
That's a good point.
And that's what I was going to say. That was one of the arguments against going for the plot in 4. In addition to the fact that, you don't need to place Corvids at the beginning, and you don't necessarily want to lose that warrior yet. It would be putting us in a corner in a direction we don't want to go to. So it would be negatively impactful on our expansionist tempo, you could say. Expansion tempo, the direction of the map development. I have a lap cat.
There's a strong likelihood he's going to have his 3 mouse clearings next turn because he does have access to the raft now.
Yeah, I was thinking about using the raft, but
I don't know if we have enough warriors to really secure 11.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had convinced you not to go there, ETO.
We
'Cause,
lost your lab cat.
I lost my lap cat.
I wouldn't mind setting up gardens there, which would be harder to de-seat.
Yeah. Hey, I will. I'm not planning on putting any more in there. So I could do is, I don't have a mouse card, so I can't, move out. But
Corvids crafted the T on turn 1. They have not crafted for turn
trying
2.
to go for the Badgers on your turn.
Oh,
I,
4 was a raid.
I currently can't reach them this turn.
We actually were probably trying to
Got the 1 rabbit move.
entice them to kill that.
Or at least planning around that potential.
Yeah. Which I do love to see.
At least if things stay the way they are right now, I am.
I'm going to attack the building here. Badgers, do you have it?
Yours.
Cool.
What do you feel about that?
I understand it at minimum. It's opportunistic cardboard chasing. It also happens to police keepers, which, on the surface, I'm fine with all of that. The only real argument against it is if you want to be propping up keepers to do stuff to Erie, but taking that out mostly just impedes keepers' ability to score.
1 is a popular clearing, by the
Do you
way.
have 2 guys there?
Yeah, I moved one guy here. I had a guided already.
I see. Nice.
I don't like it, but I see.
Yeah, and I draw 2 cards.
Levi clearly going for the bird dom play, I want to point out.
That's it.
We're in 3 corners.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're now in the opposite corner.
Calling it here now. Bird dom.
Definitely. Not the same suit. It'll be fine. Crow's doing well on the points front.
Yeah, I mean,
they're just being kind of more slow and steady, I feel like.
Their issue is never getting, to winning range. It's closing from winning range.
I know that in some of the winter tournament round 1 games, Crows were, because they are so telegraphed, they would get stuck at the lower range as well.
You do sometimes see that when either people just get hungry for the cardboard and eat it, or people just throw cards at exposure.
Oh, badgers.
That certainly happens.
Do you want to maybe police the crows there? Knock out that plot?
Why?
Because they're leading. It might hurt me. It'd be nice if you help.
Oh,
I mean, you can just guess the plot.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's also super easy to kill.
Realized my phone was on full volume.
Dan's asking, have you seen...
really.
Or because cards matter a lot to me, I don't really feel inclined to guess it. I'd rather just battle it into oblivion.
Have you seen a slight change in number of exposure attempts to do the third set of plots? It's a great question. I don't have any kind of hard data on that. I would actually love to have that now that I think about it, but that would take so much work.
The reason I bring it up is if you were
Because you'd have to also go back and check old tournaments or stuff. It's don't think about it.
Okay.
chance of
Brain shutting off.
My gut says that we've seen a little bit less exposure, but that could easily be cognitive bias.
I have to play.
I wouldn't take that as any kind of
this heat to somehow.
certainty.
We definitely have nothing statistically
game.
significant.
So
Yeah, it's not by a huge margin,
doing
I'll
stuff.
point out.
Sure.
I'm
Well,
sorry. I would like to.
No,
help.
you're good.
I'm camping here. No decamp.
Oh, in Campton clearing
Recruiting.
12. That's definitely 12, yes.
2 guys here.
Did a recruit.
No,
Wait.
sorry, I can't do that. Sorry, 2 guys.
Yes, I was like, that was a mouse card. I'm confused. Now I am less confused. Yeah, the plot might have changed the plans to encamp in clearing 1.
I think it almost certainly did.
Okay, let's do. Oh, crafting. Oh, craft saboteurs.
Oh, and we have Muron Brokerage. Did I miss that?
Yes. I also missed that. I guess we did that last round. No, that's not possible. Yes, we must have done it last round.
We must have, and I completely missed it.
It's a good craft.
Killer craft for keepers. Yeah,
Especially
that
turn 1 when everything's still out.
Ready?
arrow disrespect detected. Yeah, that's a killer craft for keepers. Because again, cards are huge for keepers, and that gets you cards. It's the what is it? Ristic Studies of Root, whatever the Magic the Gathering taxing card is.
Yeah, let's do.
Kind of in reverse.
One move here. Second move here.
You don't have your other move has to be fox.
Why?
Oh, sorry, they're birds. I'm looking at the wrong column.
Yep, you're good. I will delve in this clearing. This.
Nope. Okay.
Cool.
Hey, look at that.
Safe delve. Worked
Safe
out.
the delve would always safe.
Yeah.
But their cover is now also safe.
Yeah.
With the bird, and I'll delve
Cover.
this for 2 points.
Woo!
Keepers on the board.
Danger, guys. Badges have points.
Who gave that badger permission to score points?
I know, right? I'll add 1 card.
Is Will Robinson a member of the Erie?
Turn.
Because he's the son of a Robin?
Really weird. 3 of the ruins clearings are foxes.
Answer in chat!
Get in the comments.
I was just thinking in my head how we can get like gardens to slow down their movement, but
All right, we're at the top of round 3.
clearings are there, or the foxes, which means lizards aren't gonna be able to do a whole lot against badgers. So, all right, let's
Honestly,
jump in.
lizards clogging up the clearings like here, and this makes it.
Wait, no, birds aren't real.
I mean, you just-
Don't tell me any birds are real. Birds aren't real.
I think the point is that robins are doubly unreal because they are not real for being birds, and they're also not real birds.
One way around, and until the boat will be still for
That's fair.
me.
I accept.
Anyway, they're actually having good conversation. We should shut up.
I mean, Badger, they have won one game so far. Like,
I
yeah.
I have PTSD from badgers. I've seen them have enough like 15-point turns to close out games. All right, so we're going in. We added a bird battle and a fox move.
Doubling up on battle.
I feel you, Charoscu. I feel the same way when I play Badgers.
Yeah, it's a lot of heat.
But they end up winning anyways.
Not in this tourney.
That's my thought exactly.
Well, I
Birds, on the other hand.
haven't seen them played very well so far.
Oh,
Shade!
fire! ETO burning every keepers player in the tournament so far.
Against them.
Look at that.
Birds
The
are
glove has
definitely
been thrown.
One of the most unstoppable forces in
Yep.
the game.
All
Why
right, so
not
we're going to
mine?
do a fox move. Ox move. That's too many. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll leave one more back here. And then a rabbit move.
Yep.
We have a battle in 2, 7, 11, or 4. So we only need 2 of those. We can pick our poison.
Safety build in 10.
Yeah, safety build in 10. Could build in 4 if it rolls well.
The corvids up here in 4.
Could actually build in 2 if it rolls well too. Funnily enough.
What the heck is with these 0 rolls?
I mean, at some point,
Second battle.
God of War needs to take losses.
That's true, actually. That could potentially be a negative.
I have seen God of War games lost because a player rolled too well all game. That's a great roll for a different clearing.
That's a raid.
Yep. And a point.
Unfortunate the raid only gets 2 warriors.
Yeah. That's more a consolation prize than any sort of actual benefit. Because we lost 2 warriors there.
Over here.
Granted, we got to flip it and get some points, but
Right.
we're Corvids.
But we could have flipped for more and won if it had lasted longer.
Let's do it back here.
I want to say I do like building in 4.
I agree. No, we're not. I don't agree.
I mean,
I don't
10
think that was a wrong choice.
10 is also a good clearing because it gives us a good forward position.
Draw 2.
The reason I like 4 is because it's like a play it and forget it. You put it down, you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's done.
If you leave this plot alone, I promise not to flip it.
Ooh.
I don't think they can do anything about it because it's a mouse outcast now.
It is, in fact.
I can,
Oh.
Can guess.
can guess it.
Oh yeah, I can guess it, but
Oh yeah, it is a mouse outcast. So disregard.
But could be guessed.
I guess it was.
Okay, so disregarding the offer from Levi.
I will state for the record, although we didn't
Mouse.
get rid of the Lost Souls last turn, it does not affect the Outcast this turn.
Forming any conspiracies.
We really got to get it this turn, though. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you could soften
Can't keep doing this math.
it for your gardens anyway.
I think he'd rather wait till it gets hated and then he can do a lot more damage in there.
Yeah.
So he's hoping it stays mouse again next turn, which I would fully support.
I'll recruit.
I'm
there.
willing to lose that roost to make sure badgers don't get a third mouse clearing. Although then they've got
We
this.
do have to slow down the Eerie though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm fine losing that roost so they can get a garden in there.
Score 2 points.
Sorry, stop. So you need to resolve the.
Please don't auto.
Charoscu, my hero. No, don't put it in the deck. Don't put it in the deck.
Hang on.
Oh no.
Did you not do it last turn either?
Got ourselves a hootenanny.
There was nothing
There
in
was.
there last turn.
There would have been last
Sorry
turn.
about that.
Just
Yeah, in the future, you can just right-click the whole stack of cards
Yeah.
and hit spin discard, I think.
Okay.
doing great.
This one's
This is a team effort.
rotating everything just a little bit. Interesting.
These players are all winners.
Yeah, right click and discard, you said? Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right.
Now put Dan back.
Good catch.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
We've made it!
Head, for some reason, I thought it was automatic, but that doesn't make any sense. So I just played a card to recruit. I just played a card to.
We did not actually change the outcast, which is going to be confusing.
Yeah. Outcast right now should be mouse. Unhated.
Unhated mouse. That's also not automatic,
Funnily enough.
but a very easy easy thing to mistake.
I think I'm gonna play these three to
So if we double guard in here,
and double build.
we don't care if it's a snare.
Yeah. We
We-
care if it's a bomb though.
Care if it's a bomb.
Then I'm going to.
We have a lot of guesses though.
It's true. We could do a safety guess right now.
Show you a card, Levi, to guess. Is this a you know,
You gotta do bomb insurance.
No, it's not.
Not a
Alright.
bomb.
I'll guess with this one.
I think I would stop. I don't want to lose more cards.
The other thing,
Yes, the other thing.
the one with
Which
the
of them?
coins.
Sorry,
Yeah.
which one?
Extortion.
Extortion.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, so
It's not a bomb. Is that a valid guess?
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I almost don't care that it's not now that it's not those two.
Yeah, after bomb insurance, I wouldn't care.
I
so
think I'm gonna just let it be.
so
That's nice for you, Levi.
okay, yeah. So
That hurt me.
bomb insurance 100% for. 100% behind it. The reason to guess extortion is to be greedy.
I think we're
Because-
I think the biggest.
Well, if we're going to lose the card anyway, then yeah, I guess it makes
Yeah,
sense.
that
Yeah.
self-preservation, sorta, right?
And you don't want to lose the card later.
Yeah. But we absolutely being down 2 cards sucks, honestly.
Draft two, which I'm not gonna do. Draw 3 cards.
But I do love seeing that. I do love
The
seeing
outcast, it was still on hated fox.
the.
Change over to mouse.
ETO, my second hero.
You guys are on top of it. Thank you.
Okay, I will
Well, crows don't need to draw anymore.
draft a boot.
Das Boot.
I would like to see
Got a card.
some more crafted improvements for Corvids.
I would
I-
agree.
I think the points are fun and nice, but I think the most successful Corvid games have been the ones where they have crafted improvements.
Agreed.
Saboteurs is a cool start.
It is, but there is another saboteurs on the board.
Exactly.
But if we saboteurs some Rune Broker and that saboteurs the false order, then we're all out of cards.
I mean, I want to point out, we had 2 rabbit plots at the end of our last turn,
We did.
and we just crafted a Saboteurs. We might be attempting a Coffin Maker's play.
This is all possible. You're right, it is cold in here.
I warned you. Do
You did warn me. I wore socks.
you want a jacket or something?
No, I'm okay. Just intrusive in your body. Anyway, are we in the? It was a snare. Okay, that's kind of what I thought it was.
Cool bunny.
Okay, so the bunny card that was just donated, we are using to recruit with, which the lizards love to see.
Yeah.
Like, there was a chance getting at that dominance card meant we never saw it again.
Yeah. Corvids could have kept it in hand jail. But also, equally likely they could have, maybe not equally, but they also very likely could have spent it for recruiting.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a gamble on Zamboni's part, but it paid off.
It did.
Okay.
Because now it comes right back where we want it in the display.
Agreed.
Do you think anyone will remember to nab the mouse dom to deny it from lizards? Badgers or Eerie could potentially lock it up on their board. I think that would be a solid idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very likely nobody thinks of it because people very rarely consider.
I don't know whose turn it is right now.
People very rarely consider.
Still early.
What do I do here?
What's the word? Dom swapping to police. There's a better way to phrase that, but people don't consider dom swapping as a preventative measure. They only tend to think of it when it's benefiting them directly.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, I can maybe swing at the birds.
The argument not against it, but maybe not for it, would be that
attacking the birds.
mouse is not exactly a favorite clearing of the lizards yet.
Yeah, it's true. It is probably the least useful suited dom for lizards at this moment. So I can also understand it being a low priority dom swap policing. I gotta find a better way to phrase that.
Swap police.
As cute as that is, I don't think that conveys the meaning clearly enough. Not the role Corvids wanted by any means. Losing.
It was a roll of mess.
Swap denial. Thank you. Denial is the word I'm looking for.
Well, don't say that till it's your turn, because each was before you. So.
Well, he pointed it out earlier too, so he already knew.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Right now it looks like I'm losing
game,
3
the board
roofs
will
before
be
my turn comes around.
Yeah,
or at least 2.
I think the board is very different now. It will be very different by then.
But yes, denial was the word I was looking for. Thank you. It's also early for me.
Now is Badger way to 3 fox clearings if I'm beat up too bad.
And I'm used to it.
But yeah, people rarely think about swap denial, about denying dom swaps. There was some other point I was making and I forgot it. Anyway, Corvids losing 2 warriors there really sucks, honestly. Eating the roost, love it, great. Losing 2 warriors sucks.
Etherage.
It's very similar to moles, where every single warrior matters so much for you.
Yep. We are still able to plot. We're plotting an 8, which is interesting because I do feel like that might be in the direct path of the Badgers.
Badgers and Eerie, honestly.
Yeah. Well, Eerie has a little bit of backline to clean up now.
If they want, they could also just treat 10 as their new base of operations.
Also fair.
Friendship with 6 over. 10 is my best friend now.
It could be, knowing that we're in that middle position, it could very well be a raid.
We're angling for the 2-time bunny again. Good point, Dans. I was just about to check the
crows.
suit we did that in.
Ah.
What is that for?
We're saboteuring the saboteurs.
Well, it's going to be for either. Oh, you have 2 crafted?
He has
It's
saboteurs.
going to be either for either false orders or the marine broker.
Listen, the false orders is a precaution against lizards. I don't think either of y'all want to kill that. If they get start scoring too many points, they get 6 gardens down.
I think Charoscu was saying he was saboteuring the saboteurs, but it got misheard.
Charoscu was asking.
Sorry.
I disagree with that logic. I think it's flawed deeply.
Charoscu was asking what the saboteurs is for, but decided to saboteur it anyway.
Gotcha.
That said, if Levi is truly just going for a coffin maker's play, which looks very likely from my omniscient perspective.
I'm worried it's a coins tunnel.
It could be coins, but if it is coffin makers, we get what we want by having the sabo.
True.
We've taken the sabo out of the equation there. There's still a third one.
That was definitely not a confusing sentence at all.
Not at all. Buffalo. For anyone unaware, that might be the wrong number of buffaloes, but that is a valid English sentence using several different meanings of buffalo. It's hilarious.
English is weird.
Yeah.
It's terrible language, honestly.
Staying on topic, I was making a point.
Yes.
There's still a third saboteur out there in the ether, but the ones that were out are now taken care of. So Coffin Makers is relatively safe. That's all I was trying to say.
Badgers, man.
I will say that Keeper's in a little bit of a tough position here. I mean,
I
the
think
Lizards basically blocked off one path.
I think they're doing okay. Like, they're not doing great, but
I think that the only reason I think they're in a little bit of a tougher position is because they spent some time
Badgers. I should probably have thought about this more.
that.
But well,
Yeah, it's perfectly random. Seems like.
I just really didn't want to. I really didn't want to play WA or.
did we draw our card from Ryan Broker?
Appreciate your choice.
Thank you.
Yes.
We did?
Yes.
Okay.
We had 4 cards in hand at the end of last turn,
Okay.
Except for me, I'm probably more the people's hero.
I think. I'm gonna go with
We're
that.
both kind of,
Okay.
Someone tell me if I'm wrong.
Badgers have the ferry, though. Yes, they do. The one downside, if the plot in 8 is a snare, Badgers
This is hard.
take the ferry, get killed in wherever clearing they go to. Now they no longer have the ferry, and they have a snare on either side of their path.
So I think that anyway, going back to what I was saying really quick, the reason I say I think the Badgers are in a little bit of a tough spot is we spent a lot of time trying to maybe go into 11 or into 1, and then we have to abandon that plan, and that's just time we lost where we could have built up momentum going into the other direction.
So much of this comes down to I really don't like this. I really don't like this second relic here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was maybe some sort of hedge in case this ended up getting too clogged, too gummed for us to head up there, but
Now we're in the situation where because we hedged our bets, both places got clogged and we didn't move fast enough to get to one or the other.
right. Odamura, why is the Badger Warrior storage a big meeple and all the others are miniatures? Lord of the Hundreds is also a big warrior, big meeple. And it's just because the person who made the 3D models for the factions, I don't believe has done them for Badgers and Keepers yet.
That is
Or
correct.
Badgers and Hundreds. Keepers and Hundreds.
Those are in fact the names of the factions, yes.
Switchfang, what do you think of the snare in 1 in the perspective of Lizards as a deterrent for others to go there? Yes.
It would have been annoying had we not gotten our gardens out, but after we got our gardens out, we don't care.
Yeah, that's what Lily was saying before. Low key, that switch protects us once we already have our gardens and warriors there. The only real danger is what was I gonna say? The only real danger is if we do see an imminent threat while the snare is there, we can't do anything to like fortify the clearing. But in a general sense, Lizards and Corvids can kind of synergize here.
Here.
He's done it, just hasn't been worked on yet.
The 3D models.
I'm trying to parse what that means within that context, though.
He's done roughly, I would assume he started it or he's done some work on it, but it hasn't
Craft
been
propaganda
polished
bureau.
or it hasn't been implemented in.
Got it.
Well, now we're in trouble.
Prop Bureau!
The
What about the last saboteurs?
With the saboteurs gone.
Crows are kind of scoring pretty fast.
Propaganda Bureau.
They're crows.
I don't think he was talking
Propaganda
about the
Bureau is-
crosses.
Got it, table space. Got it.
Bureau is huge, and all 3 saboteurs are gone. Which we cycle through the deck quick.
Okay, so we recruited with 2 mouse cards.
Chance of being
I
one
just
to
still
draw.
And then
think
we
I will-
crafted
I'll
Prop
have to
Bureau.
burn
Okay.
through a lot of cards to get the relics. That's the problem. But I mean, I know they're pretty good for badges. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good card. I just would be comfortable with a little poke at the crows.
Move.
I've been poked all game.
I don't worry too much about crows.
Yeah,
until
I
they get
don't
15
agree.
points, 'cause you can see they're scoring a turn in advance.
Real quick, Dan's, I do agree. I think Lake Map was a very solid pick on ETO's part.
Very
Decide
solid.
A little bit against that plot, just because I need to lose warriors, unless I lose a bunch more right now.
That said, it also could have worked out really badly for ETO if ETO had been stuck with like
Go to daylight. I will
Corvid's lizards.
roll.
Because lizards on Lake Map depend so much on the clearing suit distribution. This easily could have been a really bad map for them with a different distribution. It ended up okay, but very
Well,
setup order dependent.
warrior if, we're gonna try to
Yeah,
snowball
I'm
the
sorry,
early down
crows. I'm sorry. I can't risk having snares here and here.
It's a very solid
Sorry.
feeling.
Propaganda Bureau.
to see some action somewhere else.
Yeah, I know. It's tough for you. I understand. I'm not doing it to mess up your game.
I felt bad hitting you too, but I didn't want to give lizards acolytes, and I couldn't reach badgers. Tried to at least
I will say though,
not argue that much.
the longer you don't touch lizards, the more they could snowball out of control.
Yeah, it's true. But like Corvids, you can wait.
That's true.
You can't wait quite as long for lizards, but you can wait. This is unfortunate for Levi though. The Corvids were such a gutsy pick.
They were.
Theory.
But this is also unsurprising
I'm sorry, but
because I
soon it's just
had a feeling we were coming
the
north.
relics. If I keep like
That is the second coins by my recollection, Dan's.
Help with the Eerie, I
Because we
think.
spent the bake sale.
I will definitely. I will help you, and he'll come for me.
He'll have
And
to.
I will have
just
to battle it
double
out with him,
relics, so I
so-
wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, it's just okay. 2 moves. Then I can do that one there.
Party the Fox battle in 12.
Yeah, you know what this is
Okay,
right here?
so I will delve.
This is what we talked about, like setup turn 1. We set up in the most accessible mouse clearing for keepers,
Clearing.
and they have come for it.
Using Fox card.
You know, as Corvids, we probably needed to be mindful of that.
I'm surprised we did that one and not
That was a
the
one anyway.
and not the relic in not the jewelry.
Not the jewelry? What are you talking about?
Between 12, 3, and 8 and 10.
12, 3, 8, 10. Oh, we can. We're going for the ones that are.
Away from him.
I mean, we're trying to establish ourselves in 2 and just up near these and these.
I think I'll
We can come back for this later if we need to.
one here.
That's true.
Because we just took this out of here.
Yeah.
I recover. Sorry.
Yeah, because now we don't have to worry about this anymore.
That's true.
Impressive.
All right, and draw 4 cards. I don't know. That wasn't very impressive.
I know.
I think that was a solid turn.
This is analysis.
All right.
I think it was a solid turn. Weird that we didn't
Yeah.
actually do anything to Corvids.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we moved up there just in case it was a 3.
Uh-oh, big birds.
In case it was a 3, and we also this gives us potential and camp options if these somehow get removed.
So it just sounds like Badgers just didn't want that plot to flip. They didn't so much care about killing it.
Yeah.
And then one in here.
That is the 1, 2. So this one over here is a 3. That is painful.
So don't need any more moves. All right.
But it gives us knowledge. We know this one's a 3, which is valuable to know.
I do love me knowledge.
Crafting.
I call it fuel units. Here in my Hollywood Hills apartment.
I was wondering when that was coming out.
And we'll go ahead just to deny someone else the points. We'll craft a sword.
There goes the second sword.
Somebody remind him when he gets back to draw a card. All right. Then we'll resolve the decree.
And
What-
just as predicted by chat, ETO, doing strong with the bird cards.
Yeah, because that was what our second. Did we put one in recruit or battle this turn?
I would put one in recruit this
Because
turn.
we battled twice last turn. Yeah.
Correct.
And we're heavy on birds at the moment. Getting a very stable decree.
The double recruit is interesting given the lack of warriors being killed.
Yes, it is.
I think we had a fox move, rabbit move.
Okay, so 8 is not a safety build. I'm assuming maybe 2 is the safety build then?
There's my
I'm back.
battles.
Sorry.
Draw.
We have a safe. I'm glad they caught that.
Oh, and we have a safety build in 4.
Yeah, we have a
as
safety
well.
build in 4. We have a safety build in 2 or 8. Like we have options.
There's definitely options.
Again, we have.
I'm wondering, I don't know if it's going to be necessarily a safety build if we go after the plot.
Right, this could be opportunistic eating of the plot.
That's my 3 moves. I've got 2 battles. We will battle 1 in clearing 3 against the Badgers.
Go ahead.
We know that the
Man,
Okay.
mutually assured destruction.
Yeah, nice mutually assured destruction battle.
Yeah.
that-
Although there was maybe a world where we wanted to get 2-0 and then plow through that.
Down some.
I just slow everybody down.
Keeping you trucking though.
I don't. It's kind of bad for me to lose warriors at this point because y'all are going to start coming after me.
Switchfang, I'll point out we actually have very few birds in the retinue at the moment.
The plot.
Keepers do not appear to have been drawing very many birds. But I agree in principle that having 2 bird-needy factions, locking them up in their tableaus is certainly...
Build.
It's mutually detrimental to either of them.
Absolutely.
Fewer in the deck.
Although I will think I will argue it's more detrimental to one than the other.
Yes. I do think Eerie are needier than Keepers for birds.
3 points and 2.
You don't have to call them out like
Sure I do.
that.
Nice.
All right, our slow and steady.
I think maybe we should
What
try.
was our second bat? Oh, we took the plot, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good news for you guys.
Rip Corvids.
Haven't
F's in chat.
drawing mouse cards so far in the game.
Yeah.
So my birds have been stuck here in 11.
Unfortunately, I'm
All
not going to be
game.
able to convert a root or sanctify a roost.
Do have bird cards though. I don't get any bird cards. That's not fair.
Worth calling out, nobody did Dom Denial.
Now that this snare actually is an issue for me, obviously,
Mm.
after
Why?
ETO said that, and I was like, oh no, and then I'm thinking, well, in the
You just can't
future,
recruit there, is all.
yeah, you have a safety. You have a safety lizard in 4.
vulnerable.
I don't think anyone's going there though.
Yeah, but who can get to it other than Badgers, and they're not coming after you, they're coming after me.
That's true.
I mean, you
It
can,
is a little scary though.
you can attack.
It is scary.
I just don't.
I don't think so, but
I think there's
I mean, it's
your acolytes.
Pros need the policing, and you'll
Yeah.
need your acolytes for more important things.
it's scary if you're not used to it. You know,
that's fair.
I
As
think I'm gonna-
you play lizards more and more, you accept that sometimes you're sharing space with other stuff, and just like you're like, yeah, that's fine.
it's very similar to sharing the clearing with sympathy or something.
Yeah, that's terrifying for me.
It's
Or-
terrifying if the base isn't out, but if the base is out, it's pure upside
I
for
get
you.
bunny, but
It's a very similar principle here.
perform.
We did change the outcast to bunny.
Yep, we correctly did it this time.
So I don't see that being helpful.
Will we dom swap?
I will
We do have a bunny dom.
sacrifice for 2 dudes.
Oh, not swapping with those. I thought that was swap right there.
Nope, that was a sacrifice.
Sacrifice should be called radicalize. Is that already a thing? Did somebody already say that? Anyway,
I don't know.
Look at all those bird
it's
cards.
kind of a relic of an old design, but
Yeah, that
radicalize would just be like really.
it's kind of a reference, a relic. It's kind of a relic of when the warrior came from the map instead of from your supply,
Mm-hmm.
because it was more explicitly an actual, ching sacrifice when you were killing something on the map.
Clearly, it should actually be called
Place it
martyring.
in that bunny. Oh, that hurts me. I could place people in this bunny though if I wanted to.
I am curious, since it hasn't happened yet, if MagicZamboni is in
I will.
tune with the Dom swap feels.
Recruit to that bunny.
You could always.
That's true. We haven't seen a Dom swap yet from
No.
them, have we?
No.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I was like, one dude.
Like here maybe forces the Badgers to battle you if they want to delve. It gives you a chance in Acolyte. Because no one's battling you up here in 4. I guess you can use that to march in there if you need to defend those gardens, but
That was my thought. I like your thoughts on this here, but it's a little bit of a balancing act here. I don't know which one is better. I'm just gonna go with that original. I was gonna sanctify that stupid roost of yours, but I can't now. So instead, I'm gonna. Dude. I think
I would have put up the garden.
I don't really.
What do we rule? Is it 11?
Yeah. Oh, we don't rule 11, actually. It's tied.
Yeah, we don't rule 11.
So, yeah, we'd have to just put out more warriors.
Yeah, whatever, you know.
Uh,
Saturday. So whatever kind of Saturday.
Cannot do that.
no, yeah, that's illegal.
Um,
We'll see if anybody catches it.
Yeah, I'm gonna build a mouse, and I'm gonna score fox.
Okay, I very much don't like the lack of scoring bunny when the dominance is available.
And then
Yeah.
craft Eerie Emigre and a root tea.
Cannot.
No,
Isn't the what's the outcast in?
yeah, you can't craft
Ooh.
the Emigre.
Or the tea.
I forgot about the crafting
the tea.
restrictions.
Yeah.
So I can't
tea-
even craft tea.
You can
either.
craft tea.
No.
Because it's bunny.
No.
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 That was almost.
Yeah.
So I can never craft bird cards as lizards. I forgot about that.
That's not how this works.
What? No.
No, you.
The bird card,
You
it's
can't.
not it's a suit that's on the bottom of the card. In
Yes.
this case, it has to be a mouse for the T. That Eerie Emigre has to be foxes.
Oh.
It's whatever gardens are active. Correct.
Yeah, right now.
yeah.
It has to be a mouse outcast.
Yes.
Well, that was a massive blunder then.
Well, hey, you've secured a foothold in that clearing. There's not like there's any other double mouse clearings. So you'll eventually, that's the only one you can that you really want.
I think you're doing pretty well.
And you'll get it eventually. You'll either get the outcast sanctify or you'll just get fox or something and move in that way.
Ah, dude, that is killer.
I mean, even if he attacks it, you get the acolytes for it.
If I ever get a chance, I'm moving out of there.
Yeah, it's just unfortunately my score tempo it's fine. It's not even. I mean, I feel like I'm playing well, and my score tempo is just fine, which is tough.
Dom swapping! Got a Dom swap!
Just need the game to go on long.
Yeah, but you're a turn ahead of me.
That's true, though. That's true.
We're on the same turn right now. If I end my turn, and
Yeah,
that's
but I'm
4
also
point deficit.
taking a lot more heat than you. I'm gonna have at least one roost killed, probably 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lingzerus, it's very tough.
You wanted to help with that.
And I will say, we played a game of Root recently, and I had that moment in my brain where I was like, oh, I can craft this. And then it got to my turn, and I was like, I can't craft this. Why did I think I could craft this?
Okay, interesting.
So it's a mistake that you make no matter how familiar or unfamiliar you are with lizards.
Just blows, man. I wish I could score that instead.
Stuff is tough.
Lizards are one of the hardest factions to play well.
Y'all want to let me cheat?
No.
Have me score that?
You can score it, right?
Oh, what?
Technically, I returned my cards to my hand for evening. So by the rules of the tournament, I've just
Oh.
stepped past the time period.
No, you're good. You can. It's fine with me.
Yeah, I mean that would be out of your courtesy, not because I deserve it. I mean, it was my fault.
You didn't know you couldn't craft it. That's fine. Had you
Excellent.
known, you would have done things.
No.
Exactly, Johnny Spud.
You
exactly.
can do everything right and still lose.
so no-
That
Yeah.
is 100% true as the
I'd
lizards.
rather keep my tempo.
But
But that
remove
is
the
not
warrior.
a failure. That is life.
I want to
Indeed.
see that warrior removed, though, then.
I do too.
That, guys.
Yeah, in the famous words of Jean-Luc Picard, that is,
Of rules, mistakes.
it is possible to make no mistake and still fail.
No crafting.
Such a good quote.
Drawing 3 cards.
Okay, so I don't mind the table letting MagicZamboni go back to score that card. However, we did recruit with it, and we did not undo that recruit.
Yeah.
So we got an extra recruit in 4
Yeah.
that we didn't deserve. No, I'm just kidding.
My turn. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, my
Craft.
obviously I'm strict for the tournament, but no errors and still lose. That is not a failure, that is life. Thank you, Clearmoto.
Craft the bag.
I knew I was butchering it slightly. It's such a great quote. Yeah, on like a personal level, I'm always like totally understanding of letting people roll stuff back like that. Just make sure you're rolling back properly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm strict for the tournament because I've got to be strict. but-
Lizard law allows cheating at board games anyway. Yeah, the internal law within the lizard cult does not negate cheating.
Yeah. And Bodison, hello.
I can take out this.
Round 2, finally here.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about taking that one out.
Okay, sure. It's just it's the one I can reach. But if you want the pointer,
Where did we get the point from?
Can you not reach this one?
Has ETO won yet? In fact, everyone in this game has won once.
Yes.
it's just I only have one. I only have one battle in bird battle, so I can't get through it.
Gotcha.
I should have looked up who these
But I
people
have
won
2
as.
battles in Fox.
Yeah, I
I
see.
would ask that you not battle 2 just so that he can't encamp there. I built that roost there just so he couldn't encamp in it.
Also, like lizards are doing pretty well.
They are.
I
yeah.
mean,
I
we do have to sort of keep that in mind at least, because I'm still at 3 points. I know I'm Badgers and all, but just saying.
That's true.
Badgers are our.
The fun fact, no one is playing the faction. They won within round 1.
really hard to slow them down.
ETO won as Underground Duchy. Zamboni won as the Vagabond. Levi won at... Oh shit, I already forgot what Levi won as.
Just playing their game and it's worked out that way.
It has, yeah.
Yeah.
Woodland Alliance. And Charoscu won with the...
There's been
I had it in my head. Marquise de Cat.
So I still have to recruit. Right. Oh man.
Well, the bet's coming up probably in the next round, so you could officially bet
I'll recruit and mouse.
in a second.
It's been a second.
And he's stuck like that. Alright, so we're recruiting in mouse with a bird guard.
Badgers in shambles.
There's one more. Okay, move and plot.
Ooh, plotting in 9. Very spicy.
Sorry, Crows.
Yeah.
Just before you, I mean, I understand you are doing it. I will probably get out of this like next turn, and then I don't mind you plotting on me. But this turn is, yeah, I don't know.
You're trying to
I'm just
move
saying I
out
can't
this turn?
promise I won't. Yes,
I mean,
I'm
you
just
don't
saying
have
I can't
anything to
promise I
delve there.
won't battle it. No, just for like not. I just want to. I don't want to be snared. You know.
Yeah, so Charoscu pointing out that keepers have to be mindful of getting snare locked, which means they have to panic about that plot. And they're trying to offer a deal to Levi. Hey, I am happy to vacate that, not next turn, but the turn after. I just need to...
But I can't promise.
2 turns is a lot, though, to wait.
Because that's my game, so I have to be...
Aren't you moving this?
All Levi has to do, in my mind, is promise it's not a snare.
Yeah.
And then we're done.
Exactly.
Just a way to stop baggers from doing anything.
this turn.
You know what? Don't worry about it. It's not a snare.
We also have a lot of cards as keepers right now because of Ryan Broker.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could easily just
They're gonna attack my.
Yes.
snare insurance that.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna attack my
You can
plot.
put if you.
Guess it's a snare. I promise it's not. You're fine.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
They could, Elevars, they could.
But then they would have to, they'd have to reveal and flip.
But we also could decamp this turn.
2 in mouse, right?
Yeah. I guess I could swing that.
Well, I guess that's the same thing then. You can still get, if it's still a snare, you can still get snare locked.
No, because I'll be moving out of there this turn.
Okay,
But isn't it?
works for me.
Okay.
Okay, we're doing it in 12 instead.
Okay.
But also, Elevars, yes, Birds made it to first seat, shockingly. So did Wooden Alliance, and they just didn't get chosen.
Well, I mean, when you're between Birds and Woodland Alliance with this matchup, I feel like
It just this table was like, I'm gonna take Keepers, Corvids, and Lizards, and leave the 2 highest ranking factions in terms of win rate.
But it's fun.
And that's it.
So starting our turn with 7 cards in hand.
Things first, I will decamp here.
Okay, so we are decamping in 12, as stated. This is interesting because we could get rid of the clear of
Dang, that's a hand of cards, bro.
I know I'm collecting. Unfortunately, not all the cards are,
Still didn't fulfill the dreams.
or at least not the colors. But I shan't complain.
Are we gonna explode? Is this gonna be a recruitment turn?
I recruit 14 warriors.
That would be hilarious, actually.
It'd be very bad. No, there's no way that's the play.
But it'd be funny. But anyway, I was saying that we could prop Bureau 10 and destroy it, and destroy that roost, because that gets rid of our fox foothold for birds in the eastern part of the map, and therefore kind of force them back into 6th land.
They still have a roost in 2.
They do, but they have a lot of fox moves.
Yeah, it also would just be nice for helping to shore up the 10-2-8, 10-2-7 triangles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Switchfang, that's a good question. Who would smash the lizards first? Maybe the birds, in the case that lizards get very threatening. And this is something that probably needs to be on Charoscu's mind, is how much do I force Eerie to police me? Because if I exhaust Eerie too much, do they not police lizards?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to give a little bit of thought to that.
Meanwhile, Eerie just like, please kill each other. I am a ghost. You can't see me. I'm a tree.
You mean corvids?
No. Sorry, lizards.
Lizards, got it.
Yeah, lizards are pretending to be trees.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Aw.
Oh, Ed Tarusky, thank you so much for the 3 months. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
I just make weird noises.
Yeah, okay. I'm recruiting with this.
Okay, Master Engravers
Here.
into the
Actually,
Lost
here.
Souls.
Okay,
Interesting.
Crafting a T.
Okay.
Sorry, lizards.
It's a juicy craft. It's one less item for
League of Adventures.
Mariah Broker to proc
Oh,
off of.
I heard a loam.
Loam. I take back any complaints I was beginning to state. Loam and T-Craft, love it.
Okay,
Love it.
Wah! Such cute art. I love it so much.
It's one of Kyle's best, for sure.
Yep, taking the ferry. Unsurprisingly.
You can gain a card from that.
If you want to lock it in, remember.
I know, I'm thinking. If I just don't want to log it in before I'm done thinking. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem, isn't it?
I knew it.
Oh well, okay, move. Yeah, okay. Draw the card.
Locked in.
I'm gonna use the fox card to battle the Eerie in here. Ambush.
Nope. Roll.
We have not prop bureaued yet, have we?
Me.
No, we have not proper yet.
Big roll.
That is a big roll.
Then I'm gonna use the Faithful Retainer to battle this relic in this clearing. So 3.
Cool.
That's fine.
We have one more battle delve
Mm-hmm.
in Bunny, right? Because that was our fox and then our bird.
Faithful Retainer. Yep.
And we don't currently have a bunny
Not delving.
battle.
Yeah, we do. We have an 8.
We could delve an 8 to
We don't
pull
have a
from
battle,
here.
correct.
Yeah.
He has false orders.
But we do have to be careful with the false orders.
That's it.
And we also only rule 2 of these, I want to point out. We don't rule 2.
Right.
Whole thing.
It's a very good point.
2 in there. Okay.
They are Switch Fang. They are.
Take a move.
Okay, so we're on to move and recover.
League of Adventures Mice.
To the last column, I will move here.
I would have liked to see a delve in 8 if we were going to do that.
So I have 3 mouse clearings.
Can I see?
So that's 3.
No, we don't have a ton of cards in the move recover column. We're doing this so that we recover
I will add-
safely.
So let's add.
That makes sense.
stuff.
Because that was a 3.
Okay, that also makes sense. I accept that.
Before I add, I think I will spend this card to Propaganda Bureau.
All right, last minute propaganda bureau. I do not love having to immediately use that League of Adventurous Mice item just to sort of save our turn.
But we didn't know what we were going to get. That was a full random.
Yeah, it was a full random. We didn't know what we were going to get.
It was a
and
50-50 chance.
And it's better to use it to save that card, probably, than to let things burn if we don't have the right cards to pop back in.
That is the second ambush we've seen. Not seen a lot of ambushes this game.
No.
We've seen the mouse ambush.
Sorry for taking time. Oh, sorry, I got 1 card, so I will draw 2 more.
We've seen the mouse ambush, and now we've seen a bird ambush, but I don't feel like I've seen anything else.
Stated faction.
Yeah.
Our,
Yeah, I have
he
to.
caught up quickly there, guys, and we have an issue.
That was a 6-point
you're still
turn.
ahead, though.
And we haven't gotten a column bonus yet.
But you
Badgers haven't even begun to peak. I'm pretty sure I made that joke already this tournament.
stays rabbit.
Oh, sorry. I have to lose 1 here.
Oh yeah, we need to live off the land
Yeah.
too.
Lizard
Um,
stays rabbit. Would you be willing to get rid of that? So we can use
to your point, Dans, we actually have 9 in the retinue, so we could only put 1 of those 2, but we did choose to keep 2 and not put them in.
Hey. Alright, then we will add cards to decree. I did happen to get a mouse. Let me think if I want to add this or craft it now.
Are birds the only one equipped right now to police the badgers?
I think we're just gonna add
In a way, yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
craft to the lake map, but
Lizards could do a little something.
Lizards could do a little. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing them converting the Acolyte in 4 and an 8.
Yeah, they've got the 4 acolytes for it, so they could do it. And we're about to go Hated Bunny
Yeah.
right now. That could change.
ETO is propping up Lizards to go Hated Bunny.
Yeah.
let's put it in battle.
Because it's interesting because they could have actually moved and battled in 9 as well if the snare wasn't there.
Yeah.
Layout.
Yeah. Beckett round 2 did come out of nowhere, but we're here.
We're here.
The schedule is on Makecraft Game or in the Discord. Check it out. Find it. It's fun.
I think I still need to post it in my Discord if anyone was looking for it there. But it is in Woodland Warriors at the moment.
It is on MakeCraftGame.com under the Winter Tournament banner.
We're wrapping
There is one unscheduled game that will pop up out of nowhere at some point.
Yeah.
Let's wrap
Beyond that,
Fox.
stay tuned and enjoy.
Safe build.
Ed Tavruski, because players are chaos and you can't control them. I have no clue why they weren't chosen, honestly. I know ETO mentioned not liking Wooden Alliance on Lake Map, which, understandable. We've talked about this a few times already so far, but it's a weird map for them. Not out and out bad, but it can be bad.
This clearing matchup, though, I think made it not terrible.
Right, this is a good suit distribution for them.
It sounds like Badgers were picked without considering the clearings, from what I've gathered.
3.
And then Lizards were picked because we didn't have confidence in the Eerie.
And the mouse clearing in 2. Then we're going to move. Drop 1 off.
Alright, we're crashing head on into, oh, maybe not.
Well, we're taking the ferry away from them, which is a negative.
Well, taking it away in one sense, but also giving it in another.
Well,
And
we'll see.
Fox move that way.
All right, yeah.
All the way around.
We're kind of crashing into keepers, it looks like.
Make sure.
No safety builds depending on where we choose to battle.
I'm assuming 8 is a safety build, and maybe
3
12.
could potentially be a safety build, actually.
3? Oh, 3, kind of?
Could be, potentially.
First one will be. Let's do the way station in 3.
I'm curious to see if the
is 12.
Badgers will pivot to bunny clearings, because 8 and 7 are.
I will ambush you.
Ooh,
And
spice,
battle will have
spice.
Badgers in 2.
Go ahead. Jesus.
That hurt.
There was blood in the water.
Wow. Is battling the way station in 3 helping the Badgers and can't maybe in 4? Yes. I was going to bring that up.
Or in 10.
That killing that way station is honestly probably helping Badgers. I understand.
I do like that more.
I do like that more. I understand that Eerie need to be chasing some cardboard and opening up building slots, but yeah, I'm worried that was maybe not the right play.
I lied about the bunny. They're switching to Fox.
Yeah.
It's going to be 12, 10, and 6.
Yeah, for sure. Being Wooden Alliance, I would fear Badgers feeding from my simps and lizards threatening my base. Is this fair? That's fair. I think Wooden Alliance tends to come ahead in that sort of trade anyway, but that's understandable. Weird map, weird matchup for Wooden Alliance. It's not.
Recruited that turn.
It's more a question of why did somebody like Levi or Zamboni.
That's more than.
I'm just saying it's easy to kill my roost at the moment, unfortunately.
Not pick Wooden Alliance or Eerie.
When it's
not just like one good faction; it's 2 good factions that were left later. Attack Cowboy, thank you so much for the 3 months. So I don't want to.
So
What my options are for policing the birds?
it sounds like there's some policing the birds talk going on. It is ETO.
I think
The argument was that I just policed myself. But the argument should be I'm pretty weak right now,
Both bad.
and I need to build up to attack the Badgers.
Badgers are.
Yeah.
I still would really like it if you killed that guy. Otherwise, he's going to have a foothold to move this way as well, and he's really going to clean up. At least make him kill my roost because he does it anyway with his battle delve.
No, leave the roosts for the crows. They need the points anyway.
I think it needs to be a team effort. Birds have like a really high win percentage, and ETO is a really great player. We have to just be reckless against him all the time. That is what you gotta do against the Badgers as well. But like him also. Otherwise, if he's scoring 3, 4, 5 points a turn, he's winning.
Look how this.
I love all of this logic. This is fantastic.
I agree with all of it, honestly.
I do too, but I love it.
I think Erie is the scariest faction here, and I know ETA is well regarded in like the LFG scene and stuff.
Probably take this.
So
If he can encamp here, he's going to,
I don't think any of that threat assessment is wrong.
especially with his
Yeah,
craft.
his crafted improvements are really
Attack her, but I feel that it's been a rough week on my end too.
the Erie and the Badgers when they consider.
I will say a crows and lizards game together in one morning is just fantastic.
I want to convert our friend in 4.
Sure.
I'm also going to convert a friend in
I
8
guess
and destroy the rest.
I was kind of talking through it, but I mean, it's pretty much locked in. So,
Could you take out this one as
Did
well?
we forget to empty the outcast?
And I'll take out this.
Maybe. And forget to change it?
We spent correctly.
Speak to the I don't know what's happening.
No, we're keeping correctly in our head. We're just not doing the actions in the thing.
We're in our mind palace.
I love my mind palace.
Then he gets to encamp there. That's the other issue. Make him battle it.
I would agree with that. Unless you're... Or
Badgers
hear
can
me
take
out.
and crows can take.
You can convert both warriors and destroy the roost, and that's okay too.
That's true.
It's either do all of it or none of it, is my
I
feeling.
might want to crusade here.
You okay?
Yeah, I had a gunk in my eye and I couldn't get it.
3.
Okay.
Ooh, are we gonna crusade over from 4 to 6?
And that's 1, 2, 3.
Doing that does completely remove me from the game, though.
Well, you're here too.
Yeah, I can't move out of there.
Oh,
that's
that's right.
So then there's nobody to slow down Badgers.
Yeah, and you're a little bit weak at that. You're very weak at that point. I'm in favor of turmoiling you, but I don't want to leave you just obliterated and turmoiled.
I mean, if I get turmoil this
It's-
turn, at this point, there's no one to slow down Badgers.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of y'all have the capability of doing it unless y'all have managed to pull off a snare lock, which isn't going to happen without my help.
Yeah. Well,
I love this.
I
Should we
mean,
be
honestly, I think you could win even if you turmoil, come back with desperate or something, and
Lose
Is this entanglement?
6 points. And my action economy, I don't think
it's
I
difficult.
don't think I don't outrace Badgers at that point.
So I'll leave you alive here, ETO. Not that even if I tried, I would be able to kill. That I would end up killing you. But I think I like your argument.
It is a good argument.
Keeping some foothold in this game.
It is honestly not wrong. Like, it's not just
You'd be super
an empty bluff on ETO's part. There's a lot of veracity in it.
losing. You wouldn't have the rule to do it. You'd turmoil for sure. So for one conspiracy, I converted, and then I could sanctify as well, but I'm not going to because Badgers will take care of that. Eat that.
I can't promise
cardboard.
anything.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't want to sanctify it and then overextend
No,
myself. And I
just
don't want to
convert the
crusade it and
bird.
open. I don't want to do that though and open it up for you.
Okay, sure.
So I think I'll just leave it for now. Might regret it, but you know, that's okay.
Yep.
I have these acolytes that I've been sitting on the whole game. I could.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to save them.
It's really not that many either. It's only 3 more. We got 2 of them last turn. Like, that's fine.
But I think it was just more I've kept these 2 acolytes since the beginning of the game, and I want to do something with them, but you really don't need to.
Yeah, never feel compelled to spend your acolytes in my book.
If people are going after you,
Agreed.
they're going to go after you in one of these 2, probably in 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't think that's the best use of your acolytes.
No, it's not.
She's hanging by the heater.
She likes that spot because normally the sun shines there, and then yeah, the heater, the HVAC blows there.
And
So she loves sitting there.
to my daylight.
Makes sense.
Lizards, I was wondering if your outcast is hated.
It is. Yeah, I was treating it as such, and then I discard right away.
Right click discard.
Right,
Yeah,
that's what
discard,
the
yeah.
card says. Yeah. Okay.
Don't make eye contact.
I already did.
Damn it!
Yeah.
We're not gonna make it out of this alive.
Think about what do I want to be hated?
Hello, Kitty.
So worth calling out. Nobody dom denied this turn either.
Yeah.
So we're not being punished for
I'll
leaving those out there.
just gain an acolyte.
It's true.
I'll
Ooh, spicy.
Strong suit.
go for
Another ambush.
bunny.
Okay, we're scoring the anvil.
That bunny could have been swapped, I want to point out.
Correct. To maybe keep it in bunny if we wanted to keep it in bunny. But maybe we just don't care.
Possible.
Bunny's not proven to have done well that last turn, so.
And our chances of getting good craftables for bunny are low. We've seen 2 of the coins cycled.
Well, the side deck also cycled.
Oh, that's true.
I see it. I just given up.
And we don't know where Coffin Makers is, but we were betting that Corvids have either Coffin Makers or coins.
I mean, the deck cycled and we haven't seen it, so that's also a
Just
good
double
indication.
fruit.
All right, we're just
Doubling down.
doubling down.
Really, we want Mouse
I'll go there.
Outcast.
A ton else to do.
Good spread out for funsies. Honestly, I would put a lizard in 9 just to keep 1 safe.
Keep 1 safe? Oh, yeah. Having a safety lizard in 9 would be solid. Throwing down a couple in 3
My card.
and setting that up as an alternative garden slot
Drawing 3
is not terrible. I mean, you hate to do it, but sometimes your game plan as lizards is just
cards.
give up on the 2 slot clearing, toss out a garden somewhere else, and just ride the wave as best you can.
Agreed.
Ending my turn.
Okay. I'll craft
Crafted a crossbow.
crossbow.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say again, I don't want to say I don't like all this item crafting for Corvids, because I do.
Murine broker.
Yeah, I drew a card.
I would really like some crafted improvements.
You betcha.
Agreed. I would love a loam.
Loam-
Love loam.
Loam would be
I had forgotten
god tier
myself.
for Corvids right now.
Yeah.
Question, how many lizards should be guarding a double garden clearing? Is it 6? That's a great question. That depends a lot on your meta. In Underworld meta, the answer was basically 4 to 6 with
And take a card from the Badgers.
like 6 to 8 being seen as kind of insurmountable. Marauder meta, even an 8 stack is not insurmountable. People, if they are determined, will wipe that. So I think we're seeing a lot more 4 or 5 warrior clearings because you just don't need to. You're not going to get the payoff per se throwing the extra warriors there. So you can spend those actions elsewhere if you have other actions for them. Not that getting more acolytes from losing those gardens is a bad thing. Like, it's still solid to do that.
Crossbow.
Yeah, I've always been a huge proponent of
yeah.
4, at least 4. And
4
then
baseline.
Baseline 4, and then adding more as needed, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 4 has always been my.
The big thing I wanted to emphasize there is that the idea, the thinking has shifted
Didn't even mention
from Underworld to Marauder. Underworld to Marauder, where you used to see really tall stacks because that was considered really well defended, and that is not as much the case anymore. So you don't see the tall stacks anymore.
For them, they have until after the Badgers' turn, right, to bet. That'll tell us a lot, I think.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
The bet will happen at the end of the
It was
round.
like after your turn, but
It's interesting because we're in
I had forgotten.
we're in round 5, which is standard.
Yeah,
It's not actually that interesting.
it's interesting because it's not interesting.
I feel like this game feels like it's been longer than 5 turns, but we're just exciting.
Would you like to keep swap meat to craft it next turn and pluck from Lizard's hand? Crow's just recruited with it. Yeah, swap meat's a really solid craft for...
Could have crafted it this turn.
Yeah. I would have crafted it this turn. If we're recruiting in Bunny again, I'm really worried that we have some sort of tunnel vision on coffin makers or something. Granted, we're keeping up in points, actually. Better than I realized. I was only like half paying attention to the score track. Because it lies, you know.
It is a liar, but it's still it's an indicative liar. Whatever.
2 actions.
Like, you know, I wasn't ignoring it, but I was
Ignoring it.
attack Cowboy, yes. Somebody Sabo to Sabo, so 2 of them are down. And we have recently cycled through the deck, so the 3rd is out there somewhere.
And the 2 are back into the deck.
Oh, Dan's true. We did extort.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I have to plot, I think.
We could have taken it.
That's a good point.
You have 2 actions. You can plot battle. Who's going to hit you in 7 or 4?
I think plotting in 4 is actually very
you
legitimate.
did just draw coffin makers for me, so maybe we'll as a table be inclined.
It was Coin's tunnel vision.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, because Charoscu's saying that the extort took coffin makers.
Which means we could have crafted the swap meet.
Yeah. But also means that we have not been tunnel visioning on coffin makers like we suspected. It's been probably coins.
Down here.
Unless Charoscu's lying.
Also possible.
Although, to be fair to the root community, I feel like there's so many opportunities for lying,
well.
and unless you're winning on the next turn, I rarely see them employed.
Because you want some level of
Credibility.
Yeah, credibility. You don't want to be the boy who cried wolf. So it's disadvantageous to lie too much.
Move and plot.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Okay, so we're not getting tunnel vision. So it looks like we're maybe doing this to, like, shade the tunnel vision? I don't know.
I mean, we might be pivoting.
Danzy, that's a lie everyone does, though, so everyone doesn't trust it. Although it was actually funny, because I kept doing the phantom ambushes, and then I actually had ambushes, and it was a surprise.
I like this. I would talk to Zamboni about it more.
Yes.
I would talk to Zamboni and be like, hey, I like our arrangement in 1. I want something similar in 5. I'm not trying to threaten you. I'm trying to mooch off you, you know?
That would be good table talk. But Zamboni seems to either be away from the table or not saying anything about this.
Maybe Zamboni fell asleep.
I do all the time.
I could go back to bed. I'm tired.
You know what? I'll just go
Yes, my sweet
coffin
pea.
makers.
Nice.
Since it's effectively useless now.
Okay, Levi discarding the coffin makers because we're over hand size.
That's it.
I think that's fine, honestly.
Okay.
I think if that was the case, I would have preferred to see the swap meet craft and coffin makers for
I
recruit.
will decamp here.
Yeah,
Oh,
agreed.
Camp first, right? Yeah, sorry. Okay, so in camp here, that's for sure. Okay, this.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
I could really use some breakfast.
Ooh, playing without food is not the way to go.
Got
Yeah.
bacon, egg, and cheese or something. That'd be really good.
Don't make me hungry. I also haven't eaten, but I'm not playing, so I'm okay.
The Breakfast Club has no breakfast.
Ah, GG, you're hurting me now.
I'm actually also a little hungry despite having drink in my shake.
You had breakfast, though.
I know I did.
All right, so we've got some options. Coffin Maker's would disrupt a lot of turns here.
Yeah, we're not going to craft it this turn as Corvids, or next turn as Corvids, because we don't have 2 rabbit plots.
And everyone knows it's in our hands, so no one wants to get 2 rabbit plots.
Me, sorry.
I mean, people haven't been letting us get rabbit plots
You're good.
Period.
anyway,
Yeah.
and now Charoscu
Badgers.
Charoscu advertised that we have coffin makers, so I think it's okay to not get tunnel vision on it,
Camp here. Do I also encamp?
as nice as it would be.
No. Question mark? Yes.
That's a new word for me.
Rubicon?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will.
Pretty sure Rubicon is a convention for Rubik's cubes.
Okay. Decamp.
It should be a Rubik's Con then, isn't it?
You might be right.
Right, let's see. Mm,
It's at Cowboy. It's definitely a little difficult, but I still think it's not out of the realm of the Badgers game.
No, Badgers are not out. Rudimentary, you are just in time for the gamble, which, worth saying here, yes, we are about to gamble at the end of this turn.
Did I miss anything?
Oh, not a thing.
no, not really. I
Everyone
just
decamped so
decamped and
far.
decamped. Yeah.
And
So we decamped in 9 and camped in 10.
So first action will be moving here. Fairy.
No crafting, it sounds like.
Actually, yeah, move here, fairy.
This fairy has been doing the Badgers well, though.
Wow, we cycled the deck again.
And then
Got a lot of cards locked up.
Yeah.
move
Between the Lost Souls, the Retinue, and the Decree, 3 factions just like, I would like cards, yes?
convert 1 bird.
I've already seen that, coins. What's happening? Okay, so Propiero in 8 makes a lot of sense.
He gives us rule there without having to do anything.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do
And we're really keeping the outcast hated bunny.
the informants. Fox, battle delve this relic in here.
Oh, wow.
That was safe.
wow, that's
Okay. The other fox.
Wow.
Battle delve this one in here.
Uh,
Jesus, where are all the 3s?
yeah.
Over there.
Guess I have one already.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
one
you have
already, but
okay, yeah, that makes sense too.
it's once again, the 3 is stuck over here. Because the tablet 3 is over here.
Putting the Eerie in here.
We're getting some rotten luck.
Okay.
We are just battling. It does not look like we're doubling there. So what's interesting is if we move from 9 to 12, we can recover both of those relics on 1 card safely.
9 to 12?
I have one more battle, so
Yes.
I guess I'll hit the crows in here.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Okay.
A bush.
Oh no. We're pretty happy with that.
Do we recover the? Do we delve for that relic
I'm
though?
not delving.
Nope.
Actually,
It's
Yeah?
pretty safe,
It's safe.
honestly.
It's safe. You've got warriors controlling it.
It's a safe delve, and it's
You
a
could potentially recover it.
we'll pull in this one, question mark.
It's a 50-50 shot. We have no idea what the heck it is.
Move, delve.
25% chance you can recover it safely.
Sure.
3.
Oh, it's a 3. Okay, so I lose the.
No, you don't lose anything.
No, I don't lose because I rule. Okay.
But it does mean we have to put in effort for the recover.
Yeah.
But we could do it. We could.
Or we
move...
just burn the card if we don't care about that bunny mouse card.
Yeah, we could burn the mouse, or we could move.
The Faithful Retainer. I will lose the mouse to delve.
I mean, it's a 5-point relic.
Yeah.
5 points.
That honestly, I think that would be the main argument not to do it, is because
The target you just put on your map?
right, because it draws heat. That would have been my main argument against doing it. But in terms of like board positioning, being able to do it, we were golden.
I feel like with these players,
That's-
these players would just like calculate it and be like, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not like the table talk has been, oh, badgers are a threat. I didn't realize. It's been badgers are a threat.
Badgers are a
we
threat. Eerie are a threat. Yeah.
Yeah.
We like hitting Corvids because it's fun.
Found 2 sabos.
Yeah, it sucks.
Ah.
I mean, you're 2 points behind me still.
I know,
I think
but
you're doing
you
fair.
have all your words on the board, don't you? And, well, not quite, but you have a full retinue.
No, I have 7 in.
Yeah.
Well, that's the gamble.
And you've got a foothold on this side. I've got very little warriors to do anything about that with. Just preventing this in camp here would have helped a lot.
Yeah, so the thing I was going to say is,
I'll get smacked and then.
I was doing too much.
so this did draw a lot of heat,
whole game.
but badgers are resilient, and
I think we should have attacked.
Eerie are on the back foot right now.
Attacked him as soon as I could. I
mean,
didn't have
you-
to move action to get there.
So I really love ETO's table talk to prevent losing
I
6
thought I would be.
earlier, because I think this is exactly what ETO was afraid of happening, and it happened, and now at least we're not in the worst position to recover from.
Yeah. If Eerie were turmoiling this turn, I think you could basically just call this a Badgers game. It's not guaranteed because their remaining relics on the map are still a little awkward.
Mm-hmm.
But
Grab it.
they would certainly be in the best position of any of the 4 factions at that point.
Box. There's my build. There's my 3 battles.
Would definitely agree.
I already have all the moves I need.
I'm beating a dead horse, but like this really hurt us. This setup. Our Badgers position right now would be so much better if that extra relic was right here or here.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right. God, this is terrible. All right.
We were not able to put anything in recruit or battle or
Daylight,
build.
No crafting.
We stuck to move for adding to the decree.
So, do I have
We
any-
still have a false orders I want to point out that we have not used. And we're not using it this turn, evidently.
Basically use all of them to get out of there.
There's no relics on the board, so I can see why we wouldn't.
Okay with that. All right, so there's my recruit. X move. Mouse move.
Finally got that mouse move out of 11 that we've been wanting this whole game.
And this is great for lizards.
Yeah, Marine Broker has very much helped bee badgers.
Still have a fox and a mouse.
And I want to point out, it's only been great for Badgers because the table has not adapted their game plan around it. You know, people talk about something like Coffin Makers being game warping because it changes how everyone plays and is huge for a faction. Marine Broker can be very much the same thing.
Let's see how
And
probably button
and there's a strong argument that the table should have given up crafting
Badgers files.
when Badgers crafted it.
Yeah.
Like this is a problem of their own making.
The Badgers.
I mean, they're looking strong right now because I don't have
I
much.
think it might be of Corvus making specifically.
It's mostly Corvin's making, but ETO crafted a sword, Lizards crafted a sword.
That's true.
I can't remember if both of those were before the Marine Broker or just one of them.
They both were.
They both were?
Sorry, after.
They were both after?
Yeah. Because Marine Broker was turn 1,
Ambush. That's a great.
and no one crafted turn 1.
Yeah. No one crafted turn one?
We will
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Badgers in 2.
We could have crafted the sword turn 1, but we chose not to.
That's what I like to see.
It's a good start.
What are our warriors at? 10? Yeah, Erie are fine in recruiting.
Second battle. Badgers in 2.
Go ahead.
3-1. Big rolls.
Big rolls.
And third battle. Badgers in 10.
Mm,
Do we have an ambush? We're thinking like there's an ambush.
Or we're bluffing.
I'll ambush you.
I think that's a reasonable ambush.
Oh, absolutely.
Other
I
things.
mean, I feel like you've said this before, but one good indication of ambushes is does it stop the battle?
Yeah.
Or one way to determine should I use an ambush is if it stops the battle.
My real heuristic is, does it stop the success of battles in this clearing? Which is a really complicated way of saying, does it stop this battle, or does it stop further battles, or just stop the rule that was needed, or something along those lines? If it's doing any of those things, having a meaningful impact for its use, then I'm all for it. The problem is when you see people doing it just to do it, because they can. Like at that point, you're just spending a card for a little bit of a spite play. How do the table effectively check badges at this point? Just kill the warriors, not the way stations? That's...
Probably am never gonna
Full board wipe.
from this clear.
Just destroy everything.
Yeah, you basically either need to full board wipe,
Full board wipe all but one warrior.
all but one warrior, or you need to...
2 of them. But
Swap the snare between...
You need to kill warriors, but not the way stations.
Clearly we need to swap the snare between 1 and 12.
Oh, I would
I want to point out what Dan's just said is correct. The relic placements
here.
and the RNG of the relic pulls, of the relic values, is hurting Badgers.
Agreed.
Like, this is not a clear-cut Badgers game. I want to make clear.
And I'm curious what chat thinks. Let's see how the gamble went.
Is it really over already?
It is over already.
Guys. That was a little waterman's law there, but
hey, I don't want that roost.
Remember-
It's turboing me right now.
So remember to discard the outcast before starting the.
thank you.
I believe.
First, we'll
I
do the
believe.
right order.
One person
Bunny,
gambled the Lizard Cult.
and discard it.
10 coins for
I believe in the lizard cult, damn it.
0% of the vote. Full hedge bet right there.
Bro.
Likewise, one person gambled 500 coins for the Corvid Conspiracy.
enough.
5% of the gamble.
Probably.
We had
You can always convert. And
4 people
if you need to.
gamble 3.1k coins for the Keepers in Iron, 30% of the gamble.
I'll spend another
And also 4 people by gambling 6.5k coins for the Eerie,
miles clear
65% of the gamble.
to ambush me.
So, pretty equal
Ambushes I have.
interest in Keepers in Eerie, just
And then-
some people had more money to throw around for the Eerie,
Or Faith.
for Faith.
Beckett was not me who saved the economy. I do not have access to Twitch. So someone saved the economy, but it wasn't me. I wish it was me. I would have bet on the lizards.
I'll also say I'm happy somebody did hedge bets on each of those. As
Yeah,
I enjoy it when there's at least a hedge going.
that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, I think lizards are in a stickier position than some of the other factions. I think it's definitely possible.
I'm going to go ahead and to crusade out of here into 5 and attack the crows.
Okay.
Crows, would you like to ambush me?
Okay, so we destroyed 11.
How do we destroy 11? Rio.
Take 1 hit.
For real though, how do we destroy 11?
And
I think we
acolyte, but I do
we can
Did we convert stuff in
converted
7?
in 7.
What was in there?
Nice.
I think there might have been an Eerie warrior there.
Okay. So moving on with
It was
the
raid.
That's good that it was a raid. I would probably have never guessed that. My head just wasn't in that zone at the moment. So we can go ahead and build
This could be a big turn for lizards, I want to point out. If they can...
Oh no, I found the other loam.
If they can build score, they're really competitive. They're at 22 points in a solid board state.
Go ahead.
When people have other things to deal with.
I made a mistake.
Undo the sacrifice. Undo the sacrifice. You have options.
Yeah, that's our bunny score if we want it.
Or our mouse score if we want it.
Oh, we haven't mouse scored yet. Yeah.
We haven't scored anything yet.
Okay. And we will.
Okay, we are triple score.
Triple score, baby.
Okay, yeah, we should have built with the ambush.
We should have built with the ambush.
I see what the problem was, and I would. That's a fine trade out.
Yeah, they.
I
can
might be able
maybe
to kill
win
two
next
if I
turn.
still have warriors on the board. My turn comes up, but then
This,
Just have to
yeah, so I mean, it was.
maturely past that a little bit. I draw my cards back to my hand, and then I draw 4 cards, and I have to discard 1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was actually a little surprised people were so dismal on lizards in the gamble, because I mean their position was a little RNG dependent, but this was very much within their grasp.
Yes.
They were a little down, but by no means out.
Deck again.
same thing you do in every other board game, apparently.
There's only 9 cards in the deck.
I will just make it known. I will not be bursting like that next turn because I didn't draw any foxes. You'll just have to either believe or not believe that.
The Fox Town being locked up turn 1 was a little rough, especially since Fox was our OG home clearing.
It is funny though to be like, I'm not gonna have a turn like that, everybody. I'm only gonna get 4 points, not 6. Switchbang pointing out. I want to point out the hammer was revealed in somebody else's hand. Keepers.
It was spent out of. Oh, was it revealed in somebody else's hand already?
I think
Because
somebody.
the lizards scored with
I
it
think you're doing pretty well.
last turn.
I mean, if
Oh, I thought somebody else had it.
to you, so that you
Somebody else might have had it. I don't know how much this deck has been reshuffling.
we have to try this
It's hard to track cards when the deck cycles so much.
one if it doesn't get removed.
Okay, so we are talking about dealing with some lizards.
Which, great for Badgers. Was it Lizards who scored for the last turn? Okay. I thought somebody else had done it. But yeah, this is obviously a big Lizard threat. Why didn't they go for Dom Swap? They have not Dom Swapped all game. I'm concerned they're not aware of it. Or just forgetting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tournament jitters are always a thing.
Especially when you're at a table of all winners.
Especially when it's, 7 a.m. your time, 8 a.m. your time.
That's also true.
Why
Why
I'm
did
saying-
I schedule?
I will.
saying a lot.
That's boot!
Another card for Badgers. But that's the point I'm trying to make. Sorry, that's why I kept saying, this is great for Badgers. Lizards becoming a threat is how Badgers win.
Mm.
Oh, attack Cowboy.
Mouse board.
It's totally valid to be using your birds on sacrifices. We still could be Dom swapping with suited cards, though, which we have not been.
Especially the cards we were going to score with anyway, because then at least you lock them up so nobody else can use them, and then you can use them when you're in need of them at some point.
Granted, I think it was 1 to 2 turns ago, we actually did want the suit to not be the one we could have Dom swapped with a suited card for. So there is an argument that turn for intentionally not Dom swapping to stack the outcast, to not stack the outcast that way.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, we have not done it at all. And there have certainly been opportunities where it was probably the right play.
Okay, so we're recruiting in mouse. I really wish we had kept that mouse ambush instead of loam.
Yeah. Yeah. Because our mouse gardens are probably the ones most likely to be targeted just because they're the ones that are most accessible.
Yeah, they're on the forefront. They feel juicy.
It's the 11 front, my darling.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Is Twitch not showing who voted for what?
OBS isn't showing it for some reason.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. That's why I was confused. Twitch isn't showing it either. I don't know. The gamble went through. I don't know why it's not showing for people. They gambled.
Can other people see it? Tell me if you can see it at home. I'm curious.
Nice. I like it. The endgame rush.
All right, so we plotted, and then do we plot a second time?
I thought he was going after the garden.
I think we're deciding what to place in 9.
Okay. It makes sense because we moved out of 1.
You see nothing? Okay. Maybe I wonder if they changed a setting on me or something. I'll have to check.
This shall be investigated. It's a mystery.
And yeah, that's it. I'll
Jinkies.
draw, 3 cards.
Yes, Elevars, yes. I always say that
7 points showing.
the magic number for lizards is like
Craftable he can do is
25.
points plus
It's too late.
so I don't think he has it on his next turn.
25 is about where you can pop lizard gardens and they can still almost always make it with acolytes. 22 is shy of that. That's the danger zone where lizards sometimes can't close it.
One other thing I wish MagicZamboni had done, though, in their table talk, instead of saying specifically, I don't have fox cards, is I can't score one of my gardens. Because then you don't know which one to hit, or which one to not hit.
It's fair.
It's just a little bit of
Yeah, but where are those?
being honest while shading slightly.
Nobody's crap.
Alternatively, maybe we do have fox and we were lying, and we wanted to say that so people wouldn't target fox clearings.
I'd freaking
Possible.
that. If I picked up a coins, oh my gosh. I'd kill for that.
Yeah,
I would
it's
kill a
hard
crow
not
for
to.
that.
I haven't had the chance to set up in rabbit, so
Switchfang, yes.
better not to. Better not to.
I think everyone's just like, everything's on fire.
People were talking about targeting lizards now, but it's been badgers up to this point, and we cannot forget badgers.
Badgers can't do it either, so it just kind of depends on what Badger's turn looks like
been
as
done.
well, I think.
Yeah.
Very much.
I think Charoscu probably needs to take a strong setup turn
I need to
and not a strong scoring turn. I think they need to be really careful to set themselves up for success without drawing too much heat.
I also think that, though, in setting yourself up for success, you can't be too obvious how successful it's going to be. But it's hard.
I think the key thing is just you can't become so much of a threat that lizards get let off the hook. But you need to set up that you can win next turn. And that maybe means delving and recovering something this turn, and then just putting yourself in the right clearings for next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll definitely encamp down here.
Yeah, we could recover 2 different types of relics in 10. If we go pick up the 3-value jewelry,
It's been very tight.
it has been a good game.
And enjoyable.
If we go and pick up this jewelry here, and we grab this figure, or if we extend way out and grab this one or something, which seems unlikely, we could recover both of these with 1 card.
10 slow.
I mean, there's value in...
I feel like it's been
How many cards does Badgers have right now?
We'll look in a second. There's value in heading way over out here because that gives us a 3rd fox,
Yep.
hours, so
which that enables this a lot.
Oh, I remember that game. Yeah.
We have 5 cards in hand.
That was... Yeah, you wanted as the thief, right?
yeah.
Switchfang, we might be relying heavily on the birds as
Yeah, what
false
did you-
orders.
What
We might.
CTO?
Moles.
Classic.
Figures.
I went for the different mole play. I went citadels instead of markets, at least. I wanted to attack the board.
You're trying to restore honor to the mole name.
You know, if it stays bunny, and they don't kill the bunny gardens, which is looking unlikely, there is a chance for coins.
Yeah. Lizards...
Beckett, I agree with you.
I'm talking about badgers a lot. I don't want to imply that lizards are not in any way threatening a win. They very much are. And the table do need to be aware of that. And badgers maybe need to pivot their turn around helping police lizards.
That being said, though, will they be able to do that and set up for the win?
Right.
Is the bigger question.
And I think your play as Badgers probably it's more likely that you have to kick the can and gamble that Erie can take care of the problem, or that Lizards don't have the right RNG for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think you police and enable yourself to win next turn from this position as Badgers.
No. It's a tough position to be in, to have to make that choice. Do you play greedy and potentially get it, or do you play safe and potentially lose it? Or vice versa. It's just there's no really guarantee in any case. All right, so we're recruiting at least twice.
Yeah, which I think this is what has to happen. I think we have to do a big recruit in 10 and march into 6.
Okay, we're recruiting 3 times. That's probably why we put that down in aid.
Yeah.
I'm just mapping it out. My turn here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because that gets us a bunch of warriors to 6. 8 to 10, 10 to 7, 7 to 6.
Close, but you take the big burst and make yourself the target.
Yep. I know.
Is Foxdom in the decree?
It
Yes.
is. It is the first card we played into the decree on move.
I think technically it was the second card. But
Yeah, second card we played into the decree.
Yeah.
But I said in move specifically to make my sentence correct.
Yes. Yes.
I know you're a batch of pedantics. I got nothing.
There are 2 3s.
My pedantry, my darling.
3s, 1 2
I'm
1
sorry.
1.
Yeah. One fear right now is the Lizards did get into a coins, and then even without a Fox scoring, they have it. If it stays hated bunny.
And then when I don't have either of those, then you guys look real silly.
Yes, you'll all look foolish when I lose.
Stays hated bunny. You're saying this is.
I'm saying if they have a coins in their hand, they can have it.
Oh right.
Actually, if they have a coins in their hand and can score at least 2 of these, then they have it. So
Yeah.
it'd be 3,
I wish.
2, 2, and 1 cardboard point for the kill.
You guys should know I
Cough.
lie
Are you dying?
in this game,
Yes.
and I don't have it. I promise you.
Oh, Zamboni's saying they don't have it.
And they never lie.
Yeah. You'll know I'm telling the truth afterward, but I appreciate your realism in not believing me.
You know, that's fair.
Everybody's potential points in my head.
No, that's the way to do it. And I'm just saying I don't have it, so don't hit me, please. I would do the same thing in your shoes.
I appreciate that you respect my capability of lying and my potential to win. But I can't win.
No scenario where I have it, so even with best possible.
So what's really interesting here
Then I
is
pretty much have to spend my turn.
unless ETO can win at the top of round 8, ETO has to make a decision here of who they hit to weaken,
Does that mean you're gonna play greedy
Yep.
now?
which is going to be very...
I'm
Which
greedy because I can't win. I have to tackle whoever the leader is.
general wisdom would be policed to the left, which
Oh,
confusingly in this case means policing to the right because we're playing counterclockwise around the table. So you would police Zamboni, who you would hope would police Charoscu in turn.
Believe me, I wouldn't.
But it's the
We'll
lizards.
do one move here for sure. One move here, that's for sure.
This is not the play I anticipated.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're going to
So we're
unsafely delve in 7 to pick up the jewelry, and then safely delve. We didn't leave a warrior in 10, so we're going to actually battle. Maybe we're trying to pick up the plot token in 2?
Possibly.
It's a lot of moves. Maybe we battle in 7 twice?
Do
a lot-
stuff. I'm not
yeah.
winning in. I don't think I'm winning next turn. So this.
We don't have any Fox battles, though.
Now I have to hit you instead of
We
lizards.
have 2 battles in Fox, and we don't have any
Yeah,
positioning in Fox.
you probably do.
Quite strange, quite strange.
I think we had a really solid play going for the double delve in 6
Game, I feel like.
and marching it back to 10.
Just
That's
a
been a
good
good game.
It's a good group, good interaction here.
That would have been how many? 6, 7, 8, 8 points. We're at 18, so that gets us to 26.
Yeah.
And then we have 2 relatively accessible relics here. I think that is a better turn than what we're going for.
I think the biggest issue here is that we're worried about drawing heat away
let's
from the
do this,
lizards, and that's
so-
why we're not doing.
Here's the thing.
Oh, actually, it's in foreign fox. Okay, I'm not done swapping. Spending.
Yeah, that is the thing, because if we go after 6, we're taking out the Eerie and removing their capability to police lizards very much.
Oh, sorry. No battle. It's
Propaganda
propaganda
bureau,
bureau.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. If you could ambush that, that would be sick. Okay. Okay, like this. I think this is good. Let's do. Yeah.
Dan's, if they break clearing 10 though,
Tell me if you do.
that just opens up our ability to encamp in places. Because we would certainly have something. We would probably have something left behind in 7 that could encamp. Maybe something left in 6 to encamp with. We still have stuff back in 12. Worst case scenario.
You haven't done anything in your daylight though.
Yeah, all he did was
I just.
I think we had 1 guy in 2 before moving in, right?
Hmm?
I think we had 1 or 2 people in 2 before we moved in.
For me,
No, we didn't have anybody in 2.
We didn't have anybody in 2.
No, we moved 3 from 8 to 2, and then we just prop bureaued 1, so we had no one.
Then I would have.
Got it. Prop bureau. Oh, and yeah, we could set up a good position with prop bureau. So I think we still could have. I think we could have done that and still set ourselves up to weather losing 10.
Agreed.
Everyone get him.
But in finishing my thought, granted, it would have taken Eerie out of the ability to police lizards very effectively.
Should I wait? We should wait for him, I guess.
So it would have been almost exclusively gambling on lizards' inability to win.
Get him in 2.
No, not yet.
Oh.
First, I did
And you can do
the
everything up to whenever. it affects him.
move. So that's 3 moves.
Okay, sorry, what's going on?
I just did my moves.
Okay.
Okay, then I will. How are we doing this? I'll use the bunny to battle the crows in 7 ambush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spicy.
That's a card. Morning, Luke.
Hello.
All right.
We'll deal this relic,
3.
this card.
Which we knew was going to happen.
You lose a card.
Because I dealt this relic.
It's a. Oh, sorry. I thought it was the one in between, in the middle of
Yeah.
2, 10, and 7.
No.
Yeah, we knew this was burning.
Okay,
Disco Inferno. 2 acolytes at the moment.
okay, I will delve in here with the informants
Is it a 1? Nice.
and the other one. God damn it.
That is nice. What did we want that to be? A 1?
Well, that was guaranteed to be a 3.
Yeah, why are we cursing?
Yeah, I'm very confused.
Yeah, but this one could have been
I think we wanted that one to be a higher.
Yeah, the figure being a 1 sucks.
okay, and then last battle
We've had
against
bad pulls on the relics
Go ahead.
for I think every single one the entire game.
It's not been great. You had a knife.
Finish this turn with 28.
Not like
Looks
that.
like.
Pretty lucky.
Definitely a skill issue. Yeah, should have randomly placed them better. Big time skill issue.
Luck is a skill.
So let's do. No, because I can't. Or can I? No.
I would just consolidate in 10 and then recover. Because you can recover the 1 and the 3 jewelry, even if you burn the card.
Move.
I mean, you have 2 moves. You can yeah, I really wish we had another loam or something here.
We can't recover all 3 of them, so I would say consolidate and then just recover the 1 and then 3 and burn.
3 moves,
Okay.
3 recovers.
I mean, we could use a move just to get the tablet out of there. If we wanted to toss it into 2 where it's more defended, or toss it into 8 where there's fewer way stations to lose.
That's a good point. Yeah, I would say maybe moving the relic actually into 2 is probably better, because then no clearing is super juicy.
I think I messed up. Let's see.
You don't have 3 foxes.
No, I know.
I mean, low key, I know we were cursing that the figure was only a 1.
It's great.
We didn't set ourselves up properly to recover safely. Like we were talking about, my plan to go to 6 would have recovered safely a 3 value. So like it was kind of fortuitous.
I'll get rid of the retainer. 6 points.
Fortuitous? Fortunate? You know what I mean? I have notifications, that was important.
Is that right? Did I get all of them?
You're short 1 point. You got the point for the
Yeah,
block,
right.
so you should have a 7-point turn.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Okay.
One more.
Then
Yeah, I would just move that relic somewhere else.
I'll move.
Yeah. Or we're just abandoning the way
There's
stations.
so many points for him.
Or lightly defending the way stations.
He's a winning. No. Maybe.
I could clean up all this cardboard and I still don't win on my turn.
I think right now you have to make the value judgment of would you rather lose the Warriors or kind of everything.
Damn it. Are you sure?
I would.
Because I think you do.
Let's see, I'll
Okay.
map it out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's,
Four,
that one's 4, 5, and then I assume I do a double build. That gets me another 3 points. That's 8-point turn.
Which is not a win.
If I had a hammer in my hand, that makes it a 10-point turn. That makes it an 11-point turn. Oh, that does give me a win if I have.
We're eerie, so it's actually still only a 9 or 10-point turn.
That's right, so
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
just-
have it.
Yeah, the hammer's only 1 point.
I'll just
Very
move up
much
here.
do.
So.
I think I actually like tossing the relic
If this the
into 8. You're gonna lose it if you do that, but I think now you risk losing
stop this thing.
8, 10, and 2. And I don't think they would have been as
Being honest, I don't.
eager to target your Warriors
in my hand.
if they didn't have a relic.
Mhm.
But I could be wrong.
So let's see here.
The problem is we didn't live off the land, did we?
Nope.
Hoping to win on.
And that's the real problem, because only 3 Warriors defending 2 is not many. But if we have 4, obviously that's a lot better.
let's see here.
Granted, maybe false orders means it doesn't matter. Who knows?
Definitely got to recruit.
I can't criticize too much right now.
Build.
It's about trying to find the best of multiple bad options. And my value assessment is probably going to be a little different than the player who actually has cards in their hand and stuff.
Yes.
And also who I haven't been playing 2.5 hours of
It's 3 battle.
an intense, challenging game.
10 and 8.
Just not to win. I don't have the win. I'm
Yeah,
battled
but-
enough to at least.
So this is very interesting because the Badgers did divide attention.
Yep. Yeah, this is what we were talking about, where Badgers have become a threat, which means now the players have to decide, do we police lizards or just Badgers?
4 battles is a stretch.
Well, Lizards, it's 2 turns, where Badgers might only be
don't-
1.
I don't see it hurting them a ton.
Well, lizards might be 1 is the thing.
They might be.
They've been saying they don't have it, but they could be lying. And a 1-turn win is very within their grasp.
Oh, absolutely.
It sucks.
I can't do anything about this clearing. I don't
They have nowhere to
think.
build. They could
And
dump.
we're staying hated,
Did you live off the land up here in 2?
which could potentially.
No.
And I only play moles too.
No, you didn't.
I do only play moles. Even we played a game in real life not too long ago, and I even played moles.
And
I also ended up playing Lizards, so I guess it's just a curse.
with the warrior that I moved.
Pretend like I almost won.
Oh, really?
That
Oh,
is
true.
very-
Yeah.
The question is then, do lizards win? Because
Not on
I
this
still
turn.
don't win.
Okay, live off the land was taken into account.
For lizards to win.
Was caught.
Yeah, we fixed it.
They don't have it.
The only way I win this turn is if you guys give me acolytes and then somehow I find some crazy way to do it.
Only 2 at the moment.
Here are 2 false orders. Actually, I don't think I mean, if I hit lizards, then no one hits badgers. Badgers win. Or I force lizards and crows to hit badgers. But crows don't have the win. They're scoring at most 8 points plus cardboard.
Did ETO just say moosed? At moosed?
It's a lot.
I think I heard that.
Very likely the badgers win if they.
Were we Canadian?
They have to be hit, which I'm
Yeah,
wondering
but
if
this
I hit
days, of
lizards-
course.
Well, I'm definitely getting those 3 points, I think. The question is, could I get those 3 points and move lizards out and hit them? Or do I just completely take badgers out and hope the lizards don't have it?
Can crows just win?
I can-
It's a good question. They can flip for 7 points, right?
which I-
4 and a 3. No, they just lost one of their. I
No.
actually missed the one in 12.
You could
So
also false orders the list.
I'm
3
right,
and 4,
but not because I
yeah.
thought I was.
This clearing.
A bomb on lizards would be a couple juicy points. It's cool. That gets us to
I mean, that would be actually that would flip flipping for 9 with a bomb,
with a bomb, yeah.
not 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one.
Yes, bets.
So that gets us to 25.
Levi's gonna make me guess all 4 times before
25 is a little bit of a big gap to make in one turn for Corvids.
he's already in.
With some really good crafting, maybe.
He
Erie are going to eat the way stations.
he knows.
Oh, I got way too tall.
Yeah, it's Erie's turn right now, and they are eating those way stations.
You would
They've said as such.
Layers upon layers. All right.
Yep.
I think they can get close, but I don't think that they have it.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been talking about Corvids, because my mental assessment is that they can get really close but not have it. It is theoretically possible with perfect conditions.
We don't have the double bunny, so we can't do coins. So yeah, 3 crafting. Perfect. I guess this is 28 if we do the bomb flip.
And if somehow Erie leave all the Badger stuff, it does become easier. And if ETO does, we'll start talking about it after this turn.
The other question is how much does ETO leave their own things undefended?
Also true. Attack Cowboy, thank you so much for the gift sub.
But it would be mouse. Right mouse here. Fox. Second fox. Second mouse. And then just move out with the bunny. So that gives me all my moves. Um, 3 battles would be here, here, here.
I still believe in the lizards.
Card from that.
They're in a good position.
They're in such a good position.
They're in that awful position that I always talk about, where they didn't make it to 25, so policing them might actually work.
Not against lizards, but
Is the thing.
But I'm curious if there'll be no policing at all.
But right, they may not get policed, in which case it just comes down to RNG.
false orders. 1 lonely guy down here.
Take the relic with
All right.
you.
Does that give me enough battles?
Do you have to round up?
Oh, you do. Yeah, crap. I forgot about rounding up.
Yeah, you gotta round up.
Mm,
Yeah, I may not be hitting that relic then.
You could also just move 2 badgers out of here without moving the relic.
I mean, that doesn't really do anything.
Well, instead of going for that, you could just go for the relic instead.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Move the two without the relic and
Yeah,
That's
it's a
true.
harder hit. It's a bigger payout, but
Yeah, that's the fun thing about false orders. Fun. You don't have to move the relic. You can choose to leave the relic, and it's the decision of the person using false orders.
let's see if he covers just
The rounding up only refers to warriors.
3 points. He's not getting.
I think the concern was more the movement and number of battles.
Yeah. I'm calling it out because it's
7, 8.
It is an interaction that is not well understood on a common basis, particularly because the printed version of the law that came with Marauders is really misleading about it. There's a bit of reminder text in, I believe it's in Devout Knights, some italic text, that it was intended to clarify what I just said, but it's very easy to read it the opposite way.
Okay.
I think that gives me everything I need.
Can we see the decree?
Nope.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're going. Is 3 battles enough?
Ooh.
Probably not.
I'm worried we don't have the warrior density for that.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Very true.
I think so. We're gonna try.
So
it.
Because we
7 is
definitely
a
don't.
safety
You're right.
build,
We do not have the warrior density for what we want.
which means we could be leaving ourselves undefended enough for crows to eat the cardboard.
I still don't know that Corvids win off of that, but it certainly puts Erie in a worse position for next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So recruit. Just gonna abandon the roost. Hate doing that, but that's come this way. Bring everybody.
Mouse Fox.
One of each left.
Mouse, fox. Fox. Rabbit, and then just 1 mouse left. Build, there's a build.
We could have done 3 and 2 movements if we don't want to change this.
And I guess that's a safety battle.
Could have a safety battle though.
Notably, not doing anything to lizards.
Mm-mm.
Big fat nuttin'.
Battles might be too many now. Oh, crap.
I was worried about that. I need like 3.5 battles.
We need to add 3 cards to the decree. If we had 1 more recruit, we'd need the 4 battles. But without the extra recruit, we don't need the 4 battles.
My chances there.
True orders. Is this a king-making scenario? It's awfully close.
It's awfully close
Your favorite.
if you don't believe lizards. Turmoil to release the fox stomp.
1 behind in here.
That would actually be pretty brutal. Because if you accidentally release the fox stomp because of turmoil on battle, then lizards win.
Assuming they know about Dom swapping, which
Assuming.
Second
again, not to underestimate MagicZamboni, they just have not Dom swapped a single time this game.
Badger brain.
Wouldn't that be the long con?
Long con all along.
Pretend you don't know how to Dom swap until the final turn.
Well, that could be fantastic.
That's,
Yeah, I don't like that. I like protecting my decree and not turmoiling.
Go back where we started on this.
I
Haven't
suppose
drawn
that's
a card
probably
yet.
why I always
This is why we don't draw a card until we want to lock things in.
So we were. 1 was on the ferry.
1 was on the ferry.
This guy at.
Were there 4 and 3?
There's I did.
I thought there were 5 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was 1 in there
This
already.
is terrible.
5D route with most of first time travel. I am terrible at chess, but that I have very much enjoyed trying to click around and understand that game.
Okay.
With the 5D chess.
Yeah.
pretty confident that walk back was clean.
Oh yeah, that walkback was clean.
Yeah, my turn started like.
Hey, Massive Vault.
Okay.
and then-
Welcome!
Were these
Sweet.
2 birds here?
Yes.
They were.
They were.
Chose to attack the crows instead of my birds last turn. I had 2 in there. Feel pretty safe. I'm not gonna. So if I don't kill all of this, does he have a path to victory?
No.
You infected me.
Just kill
I'm
some
so
of
sorry.
it. Would y'all be willing to let me just do a 3rd recruit instead of a 4th battle?
Sure.
This is a very nice table. They've been nice to everyone.
for what it's worth, only one person actually said sure.
11.
Nobody else protested, but silence is not consent.
That is true.
Go there. There.
North Abbott. Getting shades of saboteuring and active dominance with that idea, which was a thing in digital for a while.
Wait, what?
When they first implemented the Exiles and Partisans deck, you could saboteur a dominance play,
Fox. Rabbit.
which is not legal.
Mouse.
It was an implementation error, but it was a very funny one.
There. I feel pretty good about that.
Mouse, fox, fox, rabbit, mouse. That feels right.
Ambushes me there. I only have 2 to battle with, which is enough.
I think I would have preferred to take the one from 12 to 10 just because I'd want 4 in that in case there was another ambush there.
What's my guarantee?
He has not drawn JC Greer. He is intentionally trying to finish the movements
Locking that in. We're going
before locking it in.
first battle.
You can draw your card.
Yeah, now we can draw our card.
You get a card first.
I
right?
do get a card. Thank you. Come on. Bird ambush.
Roll it.
4 of them now.
I wish.
2-1.
All right, so that's a 1-1.
Yep.
And second battle, let's go ahead and. That means I'm not killing everything in 10.
Doesn't matter.
Same thing. I didn't want to risk a ambush there.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That's why I thought we should have brought one more from
There.
12. You just go in the lizard triangle of death.
Safest forest in history.
And we're going to battle in.
It literally is the safest forest in history. Oh.
Oh well.
Oops.
One.
Should have sent an extra warrior out of 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually not sure why we left 4 in here.
2 builds.
We were worried about.
really worried about the
We were really worried about an ambush.
an ambush there.
Be somewhere else.
I'm not sure why we left 1 in 12.
Where it's safest.
I'm not either. I am also not sure why we left 1 in 12.
I think it would have been better just to bring that to 10.
Evening, 3 points, 2 cards.
Yeah, he just wins now. Next turn.
Nope.
Yeah, because this is
I need to do something about
dang
him
it.
to beat him.
that is low key not enough to police.
Evening and score my 3 points. Actually, it's too late. It's fine. All right.
Let's do it. ETO was gonna. I want to call it out. ETO, it sounded like was going to dom deny.
What?
It happened.
The deck is gone!
The
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
The deck is gone!
Badgers will do that.
If deck and discard is empty, you draw as much as possible, and then you're just plumb out of luck.
That means I don't have to discard anything.
Sorry, that's just
I could have influenced the outcast.
so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, okay, we've got how many cards? We got
Can't do anything.
5, 11, 13 cards in the decree.
Well, I can't.
We've got
Lying, I can't win this turn.
No.
And now I have to do something about the birds because you
Yeah.
this game has been fantastic,
are
honestly.
likely to win next turn, and you go right before me. So that sucks.
Yeah, right now I do.
Chat, I want to point out, this has happened in a tournament before. This happened last year at some point.
Figured out they don't.
But it's never felt so good.
Cardboard for them.
It's always fun when it happens. It's always fun.
Look for 7.
I'm not winning this turn.
And then we assume they craft a bag because they can't craft hammer or coins. That's 8. And then they would need, what, 5 cardboard points?
They can craft a hammer.
It's not gonna happen.
That's not happening unless there's a bunch in one clearing.
They can still craft a hammer
You
though.
just need to stop the Eerie, then you have another
I
turn.
just want to clarify.
One in turn order is Badgers.
I
They have.
I want to point out,
Feel like they have a path.
everyone's talking about stopping ETO
I don't see
because Erie's going to win on their next turn. No one's talking about stopping Charoscu, stopping Badgers. Charoscu even chimed in.
Here, take that.
Well, ETO is talking through everyone's
Okay.
turn.
Now ETO's doing it. Okay.
Yeah, no, ETO talked through lizards, then through corvids, now through badgers.
Yeah, you could. You can move in there.
I just wanted to point out that Charoscu chimed in like, yeah, we have to stop ETO.
So there's a
Yeah,
possibility.
sure. Yeah.
As long as if they can encamp here, they can win, and they have coins in their hand.
Sure, if I have coins, yeah.
With your card draw,
Just leave the roost in 7, I guess.
I think I just have to make the
Mhm.
sacrifice here to sanctify this.
No, if you sanctify it, I can't attack. I can't attack him here. Just kill it.
Well, the thing is,
Convert the
if I
bird
convert
and
and
attack it.
attack, if I convert and
Yeah.
attack, he's gonna ambush me, and I'm not gonna take it out.
Well, you don't know that.
I do have 4 bird ambushes. And they and have a coin.
Oh my god, ETO, you're amazing.
Yeah, they
That's
don't have a
could be
figure
a chance you are willing to take.
PlayStation right now.
Well, someone's got coins.
It's true.
It's not me. Otherwise I'd be jumping for the moon.
My big question is,
To sanctify.
how many bird cards are we going to reveal that could have been
well, I gotta-
scores this turn?
I
Find
guess
out.
we do,
Yeah.
It refills
You do.
immediately when it's empty.
It does.
Yep.
How many is there?
Gosh, you guys, I don't know. I'm torn between
14.
attacking and probably getting ambushed because
Valge, thank you so much for the Prime sub.
bird ambush, so we got another bird ambush that could be there.
I will ambush you if you attack that.
Yeah, I believe you.
You sanctify it.
That
I
sounds-
can live with that because that.
Yeah, maybe
Which means
sanctify
he
is the
can't be
best option
encamped in.
here.
What was that?
Sounds like he doesn't have an ambush.
Who said he doesn't have an ambush?
I
Why?
said it sounds like he doesn't have an ambush when he's saying he will ambush.
I think he does though. I mean, he's got 5 cards, and
Everyone does.
I just think odds are
Okay.
not favorable at the moment.
I mean, only
I mean, are you gonna call ETO a liar? ETO said they had 4 bird ambushes.
You convert it and it. And
You really gonna slander ETO like that?
next turn for sure. Even if we remove like 2, like even if we leave him with 1 card, me and
That's a good
together,
argument.
he's gonna win next turn with cardboard out.
what if? How many acolytes do you have? Just 2? That's not enough.
Yeah, if you had
You
3,
could convert both of us to keep him from encamping there.
yeah, 3 would have been the dream. Or
I can't risk him being able to encamp in there and then.
you could convert both of them and let Corvids take out the roost.
Mm-hmm.
That is an option.
Well,
Say, I tried. Here, Corvids, you take it.
let's see. If you have,
I have a question.
let's say you have 2,
The last way station,
Mm.
3,
what is it? It's jewelry and...
It's a way station.
Oh, cool.
2 points.
It's jewelry and tablet.
So encamping there wouldn't even help for the
You
statue.
can try.
Yeah. Yeah, they mentioned that earlier.
Okay.
Game Miri is just so hard because you can just put 2 cards and build. And that's 4 points. Then you just need 1 point from battling cardboard. Like it's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
We basically have to snare lock him or turmoil him now. And we can't snare lock him because he's not. He doesn't have a roost on any snares.
Mm.
Actually,
Or if you
if you swap,
in a clearing where he has a roost, that's the other option. And then we take out all the other ones.
I
Yeah,
can't.
that could
though.
work.
Well, I could. Where is
If
it?
you move
can't
these
do
2 in
that
here,
one. I can't.
like you.
I
Okay.
can't build a garden. I have no fox. I wasn't lying.
Oh right.
I'm tempted to shoot the moon and double crusade into there to attack and hope that I roll 1-0 and then 2-0 or something.
Sure.
But I think that's
It's a decision.
Sure.
that's
mean, it would help.
foolish.
sometimes you make plays like that.
It would be
Well, it just has to be 1-0 and then 2
I
anything.
mean,
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily even have to be
if I
2-0
fail,
for the
what's
second one.
consequence?
And it can actually be a 2-0 or a 3-0 as well. So like it,
Finish it off and they get 1 more point, but that's fine for the
Yeah.
board, I think.
Fine.
Yeah.
it's not like it's as specific as
Yeah,
1-0.
one side to
You just need a 0.
it's unlikely. It's unlikely, but if it succeeds, then that's one less roost, which is a big deal. I think, right? Am I wrong here?
Sure.
That's pretty
No.
helpful.
It's not wrong.
Limiting these roosts.
It's a little
Not putting down any more.
it's a little YOLO-y for
I think.
what you're doing, but
It's not really hindering your position though, so
it's spending 2 acolytes, which if you get another turn, those could be the difference between winning or not.
true.
Lock it in. And spend an acolyte to crusade here for a single dude.
Oh, here's the problem with this. We don't rule 4 anymore.
Oh.
We can't crusade again.
Save them for.
Well, let's see if anyone catches it.
Well,
3-2.
what I needed.
It didn't work anyway,
So,
So
yeah.
this is
but it super didn't work.
Mm-hmm. Somehow, I feel like the crows are blending into this map, and I'm not sure how they do that.
I know, right?
Considering they're purple on top of
Probably
green.
not gonna go.
This is a miracle. It's magical.
I mean, green and purple do synergize.
I mean, yeah, they're complementary, but
Have to.
still, they shouldn't technically blend together.
Yeah.
They can hit me 3 times.
Is that why camo's purple?
Yeah, in Fox.
It's 2
In
fox.
Fox.
So badgers can actually hit me here.
I can
and
only hit-
possibly here. Crows could probably hit me there.
Mm.
Embedded sun.
man.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Takes me down
I
to
think.
1 roost.
We need a Corvid on there.
Is kind of almost.
I'm a little sad that blanket is empty.
That might not be enough.
Then again, all of the boats are also
Just make it easier for us
unoccupied.
to actually slow
True.
down, so like it's the only chance, right? If you don't want to kill this and you didn't, so just kill the
Yeah.
warrior and
I am curious if Charoscu does have it.
In for a.
I am too.
For a
I haven't sat down and done that's illegal. I haven't sat down and done the math because
we're gonna attack.
I'm tired. But
Kill him.
it feels like we should be within range. Granted, it shouldn't be easy.
This bird was a wife beater anyway, so he needed to die.
Whoa.
Justice right there, baby.
Okay, we went full vigilante, I
It
guess.
feels so wrong that I left that there undefended. It hurts my soul. We're going to double sacrifice
2 birds.
to score with coffin makers. We're going to score with master engravers. We're gonna take our cards back.
We didn't reveal a card.
And I'm going to
did not.
guess this plot
Why would we not reveal a card?
up in 11. I'm gonna guess. Is it
Are we out of warriors? No.
um
Why would we not reveal a card?
No.
is
It's
it
a raid.
a snare?
Yep.
Oof.
So I'll get a point.
oh Jesus.
Do we
And then
do we craft to the win?
we'll draw 4
No.
cards. And have to discard down 1.
What did we take back to our hand? 2 birds?
2 birds, yeah.
So theoretically, we could have used either or both of those for the exposure attempts.
Again, we're gonna
Correct.
discard soup kitchens.
Badgers still have the win. That's unfortunate.
Oh.
Well,
Wait, no. No.
tell him because I'm requesting Crow's help, but whatever. He can recruit here, move. I can't get it back, can he?
No.
Can't get it
No,
back.
I can't get it back.
Good.
And I don't have any Fox cards, so I mean
Yeah, if you
Can I see the...
1, 2, if you had 2 move or a third card in move or cover.
yeah.
He can't right
I
now.
messed it up last turn. I didn't set up my end game.
I want to point out it's not impossible.
I'd be amazed.
With a hammercraft we have another move.
Not as happy as if
Mhm.
I won.
Or a
but,
coin, or a
I
bag.
think
Oh yeah,
the
hammer.
Birds are still.
Or no, yeah, bag is fox.
Just leave
They're
it
Or
just
mouse.
Yeah,
Um,
and we don't currently have a mouse
we
in
don't
camp.
punch the birds hefty.
So it's interesting though. Even if we punch the birds,
Yeah.
Oh,
Hammer.
never mind.
never mind.
Do you?
Take it back.
Hang on. You don't have a fox.
Yes, he does.
12.
12.
You have fox plot. I'm sorry.
It's really easy to miss that.
At all.
Like I said, these corvids are just camouflaging.
Purple camo. Get on that, army.
Yeah, that obviously. It's not visible at all.
Mm.
Can we get the trifecta?
We can't. We only had one fox. Yes, sir.
Gonna recruit. Oh, gotta flip this for
3 points.
3.
3 points. Wow.
That's threatening.
The lizard's taking that one from you in 11s. Gotta hurt.
Moss, what path are you seeing?
Mm,
Because it was very easy if they had a fox card, but they were saying they didn't have a fox card.
oh,
So-
I guess I just have to selfishly score as much as possible.
Sounds like root.
I mean,
And I'm not seeing an easy path to like popping out third or fourth gardens.
yeah, I don't know.
What's
Yeah,
interesting
there's one
here
path
is
I
if we
really
do,
care about.
if we don't stop ETO,
Okay, sure.
if we stop ETO, MagicZamboni wins, and if we don't, but otherwise we don't stop ETO. Like there's, this is very much a king's making situation.
Yeah.
Double style or whatever.
Yeah. So we're recruiting in fox. Take out the way station. Take out the, take out the way station. Take out the roost.
There's only one way to find out though.
We could move and take out the other roost in 3.
And then see if you can do it instead of just being like,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
here
all,
you
I
go.
fully support that. I want to try it. Take me down to 1 roost, 1 warrior.
Fungan, thank you so much for the 9 months.
I
Very kind, thank you.
cards in build, and then I just get 1 cardboard point.
Yeah, Lings Aroused. I really don't know why MagicZamboni kept a card. And I thought for sure if they were, it's because it was a Coins Craft or something.
But even if it was a Coinscraft, you can reveal it and then
Right.
again, it's not even like it matters that much.
It didn't matter, but that was the only thing I could think of. 1 point.
Trying to be helpful.
Building 4.
If it was a risk, I was going
It's
to.
rudimentary. That feels selfish from you, but I accept. I also want the lizard wins.
I'll use mouse
Ouch.
particles.
Ah, we need the move for that.
There's the
Coins.
coin. Yeah, the sad thing is if I had the coins, oh my gosh. It just was
I'll tap
bad
the roost
card
here.
draw.
I go for it.
So we did take out the roost in 3. We're now taking out the roost in 6.
It's defensive side.
Let me think for a second. I guess I did say go for it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Moss Fusion, that checks out to me.
Just to make the game, make it possible for me to have a slight chance.
Nah.
I think
Yeah, and we had 2 birds to swap with. That all checks out to me.
I would maybe.
Good catch.
I think it's
Right now,
important.
all he can do is move 2 in there. And
Yes.
I guess if he has a counter.
So Badgers asked
Attack the Badgers here.
Crows to attack 7, so he might have a chance. And Crows responded, "If you hadn't removed my plot in 2, I might have considered it." I
For me to do in this game besides
love it.
indiscriminately attack.
Yeah.
Hey, look closer.
That was, I mean,
25 points.
removing 2 roosts and a way station, I'm down with it.
Plot here.
Ooh, and we're plotting.
So no more battles would help.
Just for fun.
Actually, if you don't plot there, there's like a small chance of you getting another turn. If I can police the Eerie and they can police the lizards.
They cannot police the lizards.
If what now?
If you don't do that, then there's a small chance you'll get another turn because I can maybe police the birds and they can police the lizards.
Moss Fusion, the one thing against your plan
Another turn.
is just the exposure. Did take this. Obviously, this wouldn't be the case when planning, but it took 2 guesses. That we are guessing were probably the 2 bird cards or something.
That's what I want.
But
you
it's up to you.
So if we executed that plan, I think we probably would have failed the exposure attempt.
His 4 actions.
So
But it's a really good catch of that line of play.
it's next to Eerie. They're going for the nearby cardboard.
Yeah, it'll.
So it's
feed 'em.
just not gonna stay.
I agree, but I dislike what is
It's going
being
to be any
said.
What are they saying?
Because there's cardboard all around this
Yeah,
one. You can decamp that
and-
one. I can just come get any of these 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All I
We're
need.
plotting in 11, and
It's not.
Charoscu
it's
is
not
trying
frustrating 'cause you need more
to
battles, and then you can't build 4 times.
say no to that.
I
It's
did
less
think-
like-
And Levi thinks it's
I think maybe
inconsequential.
1 maybe.
Yeah, Moss for sure.
That was
Yeah, I
just a
think
suggestion.
Charoscu's got a
Sorry.
roost. He can take care of it here, even with an ambush. Did you build, by the way, or get your card for Mirine Broker, Charoscu?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, let's see. That's the exert. So that's it.
Birds have it on their turn. Badgers, I don't know that they do anymore.
No, I don't believe they do. I don't think they can get there and back. Oh wait, they can't even go back. There's nowhere to go back to, and they can't plot. Oh, they can plot in 12.
In
It's
camp, you mean?
Camp in 12, yeah. I will say, if we didn't want to plot, one thing I would have loved to see the Corvids do is take that ferry from 10 down to 1 and just say no. This ferry is now locked.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of use of that ferry, and I really would have loved to see the Corvids maybe take that down to 1 and lock it in the snare earlier. Just so the Badgers and Eerie stop feeding each other themselves. I don't think Charoscu sees the win from the way that we are mumbling under our breath.
We're at 25.
I feel like I should have sanctified this.
I mean, as-
Luke,
It was probably good.
I think it was good as well. I think we were pretty trapped, and I think we kind of needed it to break out of that.
There's no point.
And we had 3 and 3 at the
It-
end of last turn.
I think it was just necessary to enable a lot of what we were doing because we were almost always needing 1 to 2 moves to get our recovers to actually happen with what we were doing. So I think it was pretty necessary for how we were set up on the board and how we were playing.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I think Charoscu almost wanted 4 cards in that column last time. Because we were in
Okay.
a very different position then.
I have a path.
Oh, tell me more.
Let me count the moves again. How many? We got 2. Only 2 moves.
Mm-hmm. That's why even when it was in 10, it wasn't possible.
Yes, no, in camp, decamp.
No, I don't have a path.
Just recruit.
Okay, so we're recruiting 4 and 8. We're not camping nor decamping.
Yeah, we're like a move shy from what I was planning. And we can't craft an item.
Recruit.
We will become a ball.
Coins.
We did have coins in hand, I want to point out.
We did.
Which means if the plan... If we'd been able to encamp in 7,
We could have.
we would have won.
Yeah, and that's why we were pushing so hard for them to get rid of 7.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly glad no one took the bait.
Badgers could use wins.
Yeah, that's true.
You really want to give first seed a win?
I want to give lizards a win. I'm hoping they can destroy the birds, and I'm hoping lizards can win. At this point, with one person bidding 10 coins on them, that is not an insignificant part of my bias. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair.
It's hilarious, and I want the economy to crash and burn into its rudimentary sands.
Suicide. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, like I will convert one Eerie in here.
So did you use the raft to
No.
get a guy down here?
Yes. Draw a card. Okay. So where's that ambush?
Let me think for a second. There's no point in using it because you'll still kill it, so roll it.
Please don't be zeros. Thank goodness.
Ouch.
I was hoping for at least a knife.
Obviously not delving. Let's battle the crows in here with the informants. And
Go ahead.
You might also want to take out these 2 Eerie, because anything helps.
I know. It's just taking away cardboard from him is probably as much policing as killing his guy.
This is true, legitimately.
He only
That
had
is a very, very good
a
point.
second battle in there to get the plot.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, you're right. Jesus Christ. You're right. Yeah.
What?
You had 3
Good call.
warriors in here.
No, yeah, there were 3 warriors. You removed one. You took a
I
hit.
had 3. Yeah, I lost one.
Two.
I had
Oh,
3.
okay. Sorry, I looked after the fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good catch.
And then last battle against the Eerie in here.
There's the ambush.
Yeah.
Nice.
There it is.
Ah!
Our fates are entangled.
Save the badge.
Save the badger, save the world.
Now that badger's clearly a lost soul. He's got some soul searching to do.
In the off chance that something happens, I'll get another turn. Let's do one move.
Yeah, that badger just got discarded.
And let's do, I guess, another move here. Yeah, it's fine.
I would have preferred to see the badgers stay in 7 because that's the easy build for the.
I don't know if this is really a big...
They have 1 in 7.
Okay, never mind.
It's an easy build for ETO because
I
he
was
has a
just gonna
bunny
say,
build.
Maybe leaving all the guys there to like lock up movement as much.
I don't think it. It locks up.
We have to build once.
But
He's
it's-
not gonna. That's not gonna help.
6.
He's got to build in a bunny somewhere, and one
I
has a
don't-
building.
I don't think you block it. Is the thing.
It just makes it more annoying. It makes it not safe. Not as safe. It makes it require at least 3 warriors. That's all. Especially when we're a little lower on warrior count.
Hard to reach. And
We're not that low.
in the hands of the dice.
Because don't forget, we're about to recruit.
6.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
3 double zeros.
Uh-oh.
Let's not put that juju out there. So
Too late. Already did.
Imagine sandboxing.
Mouse.
This is a tight game, though. Both 225 and 227?
It's a very tight game.
Like, what?
All right, so ignore those 2 warriors. That's my first build. That'll be my second build.
We have 4 cards in hand. A Bagcraft could be on the table.
It's possible. Although I see one locked up.
Or just go for 2 cardboard. No, not doing 2 cardboard.
The craft might be needed.
Second.
It's not the bag. What is that one?
No,
It's a
boat.
boot.
Third build. And I only have 1 fox move left. It would have to go there. All 3 battles against the Corvids to kill that plot. That feels right. So that'd be a first mouse, only rabbit, second mouse. I have 2 foxes, so that's helpful. Fox for a 4th build, fox down here for an easier cardboard. Okay, we'll do it that way. There's a build. And let's do a mouse build. There's the other coins.
No crafting, evidently.
6 warriors all right here.
I think we're relying on battles, and
I think I should have
It's-
a rule for all of it.
It's still possible. It's just
it's a little bit more risky.
It's risky.
I'm leaving a lot behind. Maybe I ignore the easier cardboard and bring these warriors with me.
I mean, I think at this point,
3 battles to roll 3 hits.
if you're not winning on this turn, like lizards are winning.
Oh yeah. I mean,
there's no doubt in my mind.
you're in full YOLO mode. You either win or you lose.
I'm just saying that the leaving a lot of stuff behind will not matter
Yeah.
because lizards will just win.
One more mouse move would be great.
And it's funny, that's actually an argument for eating the cardboard in one because that's the easiest battle for the lizards.
Sorry, what's that?
It's actually an argument for eating the cardboard in one because assuming I can only score 2 gardens, that's the easiest cardboard for the lizards.
Yeah.
Mouse,
Well, 11's probably the easiest because that could be an exposure.
rabbit,
Oh, that's a good point.
fox.
But they've got 2 acolytes and it's staying bunny hated. That one's almost guaranteed. You convert one and then just eat it.
I think that's less risky. Oh, that doesn't give me a mouse build though. We would have to swap that out for a rabbit or fox.
We have technically recruited.
Someone could say no.
We have technically entered daylight.
Will anyone say anything? Or call Guerric to say something? Guerric, do the thing I don't want to do.
So come there.
I would do that. Because I'm a jerk.
It's not a jerk to enforce proper tournament etiquette.
It's just no one's enforced this entire game.
Yeah. They've been a very friendly table, and no shame for being a friendly table.
Absolutely
either.
not.
My point is to have no shame either way.
Yes. I think it's hard when you're in a friendly table to suddenly become the jerk.
Again, I don't want to call it a jerk.
Sorry, to suddenly become the rules enforcer.
Yes.
Is that better?
Yes. I do not want to demonize it in any way.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. I should not have done it that way.
Like the bird song and change my build.
All right, Ichio's sticking with it, recognizing that it would be changing things.
Rabbit.
We need a second one there
Why?
Second.
because the raid trigger in 9.
We don't catch it. We don't catch it.
Is the 4 build enough? 4 build is 1, 2, 3. I guess it's 4 points. Oh, actually, that is enough. Yeah, you're right. So I guess we're not going after the raid at all.
We still need one more point.
Play.
We're at 25.
It's only
Yeah, and we're killing the snare.
Oh, okay.
4 in there.
I thought we were going after the raid. and
Luke,
not
you
the
can't
snare.
even say that.
It's not one build.
Our table does not enforce that stuff.
We're just mean.
I will guilt you for it, but we don't enforce it.
No, we're just jerks in terms of having knives behind our backs and in front of us. We got 2 knives in each hand.
Save from ambush. Battle 3. Save from ambush if I
We're gonna battle a 9.
roll poorly.
I think we're gonna battle a 9.
Feels right. I'm probably
Okay.
missing something obvious in here. So there's 2 mouse moves.
No one say
I only had
anything.
1 fox move, didn't I? We're gonna bring these guys along for the ride and drop them off here and here. So I just opened with the fox move into here, and then I did the rest. So fox 1, mouse 1,
Yeah.
rabbit 1, mouse 2, fox 2.
It checks.
And then I just am counting on rolling 3 hits in 3 battles, which I
Okay.
don't like rolling on dice. But here we go. Would you like to ambush in 9 corvids?
We were building in 10. We just screwed up our build in 10.
That'll do it.
We just lost.
I'll use
I
partisans.
We just lost.
Or it's a raid.
There's a point. Battle 2
think
Oh yeah, where's our rabbit build? We didn't move. We needed to move to 7, didn't we?
against
roll it.
yeah.
We forgot to raid. We didn't put the raid out.
Wait, no, the raid.
Yep.
But we still don't have a rabbit.
Battle 3, same spot, same enemy.
What?
Oh,
What?
I think we...
I
these
don't
guys
think you
behind
can.
for building.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, it
Hurt so much.
It-
I'm all lost. damn it. That was the whole point of leaving those guys there. And then I
Oh, we could have built a 9 anyway without 3.
needed the
You have
bunny.
a rabbit card in build. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sucks. So I
Yeah,
can't
I
do
was-
a third build.
The emotional roller coaster you put me on, ETO.
Okay, so
I was cursing and then I was cheering again.
Oh,
okay.
should have not done a game this early in the morning. All right. Well, what's one
That
of
was
these?
a
Not
lot
gonna
of
build, I
cards
guess
to
that
put
one.
in build.
So I've got my mouse build, my bird. Oh, mouse bird. Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah.
I want to point out.
Which would have been moving up here with the foxes instead.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I
All right,
was
well, good
praying.
game, Badgers, I guess, or actually lizards.
Lizards
Fuck.
win.
Oh, let's
I'm
just
so
win.
dumb.
Yeah.
Whew.
If I don't biff it, which would be a miracle to do at this point.
I want to point out here. Sandbox has the opportunity.
You had the win.
Sandbox?
I'm so sorry.
I should have moved.
ETO has the opportunity to not build those 3 roosts if that was in any way undesirable.
Ambush.
Yeah.
ETO could trigger the rabbit build at any point in the build column to turmoil if ETO did not want to put down any more cardboard.
2 builds plus a battle or a token, right, to win.
No, I needed 5 points if I was going to go 4 builds and 1 token, which
Oh,
What?
what I needed. Oh, I hate
No.
I don't even know to play early.
No. We cannot discard that Lost Souls until the Eerie Turmoil.
Daylight.
Yeah.
No.
Finish up. Sorry, I'm going to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
1,
I'm
2,
sorry.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Ah!
8.
We're getting there.
3.
These change the outcast.
No, I know.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got excited.
Moss Fusion, do as much as possible doesn't mean you have to do as much of the decree as possible. The decree resolves by you
I'll figure out what acolyte's going to be, but
picking a card within the column and then attempting to resolve it.
Not gonna do
And then you turmoil if you
that's
can't.
you have
Oh, I see. Regardless, I won't do any conspiracies.
you just spend.
It could matter for crafting, but it's probably fine.
it technically evened out. The bigger problem is it actually gives you the fox dom if you needed it.
No, I actually just discarded previously, and Bunny was up by 1, so then it would have been tied between Bunny and Mouse.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what happened. I can confirm that.
But
Um,
Just put the whole discard in the.
right. Okay.
because I jumped the
see.
gun. I was a little.
Yeah. Okay.
I
see.
saw my thing at the top. I think.
Okay, we saw it being our turn and we got excited.
It was still ETO's
It
turn.
was still okay.
Yeah.
Then I
We
got
just got
up.
excited.
Exactly. Apologies on that. That's my bad. Shouldn't have done that. But I did. I can triple score for.
And yeah, we can triple score. It's fine anyway. This isn't scuffed in any way.
No,
Yeah, great game.
That was a good game.
that was crazy.
And yeah, Lizard.
Congrats, it's rudimentary for your hedge bet.
How-
Sorry, Joe, man.
10k channel points awarded to one person.
The other
That's
turn.
amazing.
Congrats.
That's a tough way
And
to
you
do
played
it.
really
should've
well
just-
until this point.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, hey, great game, everyone. Great game.
was awesome.
What a finish. Congratulations, MagicZamboni. But you all did great. Thank you so much, everyone. We will see all of you in the next round of the tournament, round 3. And everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. We have another tournament game in 8-ish hours at 8 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. So we will catch you then. Have a great one.